Hello, everybody. We up? Should be up and running. I hope we are. I'm not seeing myself on the screen. Let's see what we got here. I hope I'm up here. We are up. There's me. There's my picture. There's you. There's the chat. Fervant Heat is in the nest in the chill out zone. Welcome, Eagle Eye crew. Glad to see everybody here. James, I see you in the chat. I hope everything's working out with Spartan so we can get you in here. Big shout out to everybody tonight. Yeah, it's me in the nest tonight. Going to run through some evidence, hopefully get some people in. I sent some links out today, but we're having a little bit of an issue that James working on. Hopefully Spartan can help us out with it. But until then, man, we're just going to chill here for a second. I'm just going to go through some of the crew here. Quantum Bear Trap. That is Fervent Heat. Yes, it is. James Blessing, Quantum again. James Breeden in the house. Odin's Beard, Cuntologist. Love you all, man. I love you. There's my family coming into the nest. Awesomeness. Let me see what we got going on here. I'm going to get some stuff going on. Get a banner running. Get things up and running here. And we'll see where this night takes us, crew. I'm just going to take a breather here for a second. Talk a little shit. Hopefully wait for somebody to come in here and join me. Who's this? James Dean the Machine. Yeah, I felt like a machine with no oil left and fucking bearings running out, man. But I'm clunking along here, man. That's how I roll. Rough and ready, but going, dude. Yo, bro, Quantum, all you guys out there, man. I hope you had a great night. I hope the weather's cool where you're at because it's snowing like a bitch out here. It's coming down bad. So hopefully everything remains good with the power, everything like that. And we can work my way through this tonight. Last night's stream was incredible. Shepu come in, laid it down for us. Man, what a night. What a night. What a great night for evidence. Long stream. I don't think we're going to have that long of a stream as tonight. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. There's my boy.
Hey.
Oh, dude, I love you, man.
You like crew?
I love you, man.
Yeah, Spartan just sent me the link.
I don't know what happened with all that, but with the dates and times changing and shit, I know we set that up right this morning, so that was weird.
Right.
That was weird. But I'm going to do a little house cleaning real quick, James. You got the chat. You see the chat, right? Yeah, we got the chat up and running. We got the mods out there. Quantum Bear Trap. All haters can promptly fuck off. Yeah, and when you get to where you're going after you fucked off, bend over and fuck off again. Yeah, we're about solid facts evidence here in Melted Red Brick University. Please like, share, and subscribe. Donate if you can. This is where you're going to find the truth about this melted reality, this melted realm, this fucked up melted place we live on. This is where you're going to find the evidence. This is where you're going to find the serious researchers going on. We don't mess around, and that's why we're the Eagle Eye crew. We're selective of who comes in here because you got to have it going on up here. That's a requirement that we have. You know, you can bring whatever you want, but you got to have evidence to back it up. And that's where we're at. Like I said, the university, please donate, subscribe, share, send donations if you can. Our Melted Reality with Mark, our boots on the ground guy. Please donate to Mark, like, share, and subscribe to his channel as well. Shepu, Mountains are Melted Red Brick Buildings. Please like, share, subscribe to Shepu. Donate if you can. Great stuff.
Join this
Yeah.
group if you have not.
Yes.
Make sure you agree to the rules and come on in.
Yeah, exactly, man. Those rules got to be met, man. You know, we just don't want dumbasses up in there. You got to agree to the rules, just like you got to answer the question to get in here, man. You know, there's standards. Another big shout out to Joachim, our brother, Eagle Eye Crew, all the way. One of our three amigos. You know, he's out there laying it down, making the documentaries. His documentaries are a must watch to get in here. He will give you the answers to the question and everything else. He lays down the basics of meltology, shows you hardcore evidence, and he's been doing this for a while. Joachim is a very talented man, and his stream is fire. It's hot. It's on point as always. Jen, the Truth Seeker 69, the Ripple Effect, Domestic Truth Seeker 69 too, I think one of her channels is. Please like, share, and subscribe to Jen. Brilliant woman. Brilliant. All over all kinds of topics, not only meltology, but antiquitech, history, you name it. She breaks it down. She's Eagle Eye Crew. She's our sister. One love to her. Like, share, and subscribe to Jen. Please donate if you can. We got more out there. Deborah Watson, please like, share, and subscribe to Deb's channel. Deborah Watson, you know, donate if you can. She's another one of the Eagle Eye Crew. She's out there laying down fire evidence. You know, and these are just a few with some chants that, you know, need some love, need some support from us, you know, because we're about spreading the word and getting this information out. Let's see. Did I miss anybody, James?
Was it young
love 4020?
Young Love,
please. Yeah. I got a little something from Jen. She's out of the hospital. She seems to be doing okay, but that's all I know. I sent a little love Jen's way for her from the EEC to get better and come in. But all of our light and love to Young Love 4020. You know, she come on Ladies Night, and she's just a really beautiful, talented young woman who's got the eyes that's seeing, and she's trying to spread the word to her age group. You know, and we need that, and we need soldiers, troopers like her. So much love to you, sweet. I hope you're feeling better, and I hope to see you soon, hon. I really do. Hope you're good, Spartan, says Odin's Beard. Oh, Spartan's great, man. James and I were just on with him a little bit ago, and laughing, joking, is funny as hell, man. He's feeling great. He's doing well. He's up and around. He's probably watching right now because I can feel you, buddy. I know you are, man. But you know, he's good to go, and who knows? We might see him, we might not. I don't know.
Tonight. He also put a link out there on in the chat for anyone who wants to jump in.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, right there.
Link in the chat.
So if you see that link in the chat and you want to jump in, push that button, and I'll bring you in. That's for sure.
Want to come in and show some evidence? Want to come in and just chill out?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got, you know how we do it out here.
Oh yeah,
EEC way.
Yeah. I think I mentioned everybody. I'm going to get the mood right here, and we're going to start it off like we do. Spark them if you got them, crew, because I am. And after that, we'll do a little talking, watch the chat. Spartan's there. I see him. I knew I felt you, man. But no, man, that's how we do it. You know, we relax, we chill out, we laugh a little bit. I don't have no memes for you, but we can still laugh. We can still laugh. We can still joke. And we can still have fun. And that's what we do here in the Eagle Eye Crew. So what you got going on, James, today? You worked a little bit. How was your day, man? You're on mute.
Good and relaxing.
Nice.
Went by quick. Yeah. Able to do some investigation work, you know, get some evidence together, which is always nice. Always nice. Had nice sleep. Woke up early. Nice and you know, rested.
Yeah. Well, that always helps.
Yeah. And then, of course, had a conversation with you and Spartan this morning before the sun was up. So, yeah,
that was fun.
Out good, and it's been continuing to go good as well.
Yeah. Hey, Annette, how you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you here. Good to see you back.
How was your day, Dean?
It was all right. Snowing real bad out here tonight. It's coming down good. We might get a foot or two tonight, so we'll see what happens. I have to go outside and make a snowman or something.
Oh, man.
But no, I spent some day collecting evidence as well, going through the page, doing what I do, and seen some great stuff out there, great evidence. New people coming in, posting up stuff. Good evidence. One thing I do want to put out there for the mods and everybody in the group and in the page and all that. When you want to post evidence, post evidence. Do the research and post your evidence. But please don't come up here and post links to other people's channels. They might have some nice pics on there and all that, but when you go to comment on them and you talk Meltology, they get all pissed off and stuff like that. So, we've got
a screenshot of it, trim it up, and then post it.
Yeah. But when you post up the link and you put it on the page and you go through the evidence, you click on it, likes, and then when you go to comment, you see nothing but comments from these other groups. And then when you post Meltology in there, you get all kinds of hate.
Yeah.
And so that's why we, real selective who we got here. The links that we do post on the page are pertinent and relevant to Meltology and are part of the crew. But these other ones that, nature pages and all this, they might have some nice shots of evidence, but, do your own research, take your shots, clean them up, post your pics, but just don't post up other people's stuff and then show that as their evidence, because that's their stuff, their page, their link, and we're all about going out there and collecting our evidence and stuff like that and posting them up here in the crew. That's the way we do it. So with that, no offense to anybody, but, we have to keep it that way or we have a dirty house. We have everybody posting up their stuff and we got all kinds of chat and links that aren't relevant to what we're doing. And we don't want that. So just throwing that out there to anybody that it's pertinent to. Other than that, like I said, no memes tonight. We'll see who clicks in here later. But I would like to go ahead and just get started with some evidence, James. What do you think?
Well, the stupid thing here is, what's wrong with the stupid thing? Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, go. I'm ready. Go ahead.
You ready?
And the box keeps popping out. But yeah, we're ready. Let's rock and roll.
You want to kick off?
Oh,
or do you want me to?
Yeah, let me see. Let me see what I have right here. Which one is
it? Level.
I can kick it off.
Okay.
I mean, that's not the folder I wanted. Let me see.
Well, when you grab the link, I'm going to do the chat, and we'll go through this.
This is
Brent
it right
Flatlevel under the dome is in the nest. Good to see you, Brent.
I will kick it off right now then.
Okay.
Share button. Share. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Here you come, and there you go. You're in.
All right.
Yeah, we're just going to slip right into hardcore evidence tonight.
Eagle Eye Crew. How's everyone doing out there? Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy Thursday.
Yeah. Happy Thursday.
All this here is all churned up. This here is unrecognizable to most people, to the eye. But you can see where all the brick that was on here, it's all gone, and you can see the texture that's left behind it that we see consistently. You got your pocket of survival down here going down below. Going down below inside of this building. It's been X-factored. All this churned up. It's a piece of a tower. Looks like a piece of a tower right here. And you can just see the melt the way it just came down. I gotta go a little bit more. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Anyway, sorry about that. I thought I could pull that over some more. Let's get to the next one.
You're good.
You see the people's head right here. Give you a little bit of how high this is, how big this is.
Yeah.
Down here. Huge building like we see all the time. Looks like maybe something right there. Let me zoom that in. You see a little bit of a 90-degree block right here. Still left behind.
Oh yeah.
Right here, you get all. Here we got all this damage here. You see all this brick lines here. And right here, it starts to balloon up.
Oh,
here,
yeah.
so almost crystallized here. It has that look. And it's starting to get the Cabo look here. Little specks, little pieces of brick you can see in there.
Oi, Truth Bear, good to see you in the nest.
This archway right here just been just dilapidated, fried, cooked. Everything's cooked on this, cooked out. Here we got all this rock curtaining going on, ballooning up. You still got piles of rock up here that were brick at one time, and now have been transformed into looking like common everyday rock that you just see along the riverbed or whatnot. But it was all brick.
We've been hit with 3 hearts by Spartan Red.
3 hearts. 3 hearts. 3 hearts.
I would love to you, brother.
3 hearts. But boom. And you see this here cavern here. Nothing's carved. All this has been X-factor, ballooned up. Pocket of survival.
Yeah.
And this is where people were walking up here. And down here is the remnants of leftover of pocket of survival. You got it all up in here, and you got brick up here as well.
Yeah.
On the top. This looks like a little guy right there. The scale of it looks like a person right here. The scale of all this. Huge. Always huge buildings. Always. Huge buildings look like mountains and continents and all that madness. Here we go again. This is what we're looking at, guys. On top of this structure.
Yeah.
Pile of balloon rocks over here, compressed down. That slate look, pressed with heat and X-factored.
Wow, look how those blew out at the bottom of those right there. You got one that looks pretty much normal on the left, and then those other 2 blew out.
Yeah. You can still see the block in here. If you look close enough, you can see the lines in here.
Yeah.
You see the pattern in there. Yeah, you can see all this, almost like that wall we just showed you. It has the same look here. After the stucco's gone, after the brick's gone, after it's all eaten up, it starts to look like this from the X-factor. This here looks over here looks like a common wall of a mountain, but what it is the it's a building. It's a building that's been X-factored. Brick that's doing tricks.
Odin's Beard says, someone get Dino some binoculars. Binoculars.
Binoculars.
Well, I got them out, but I'm a bit too close. My magnifying works better.
This thing is you probably won't get to see this. It's a crooked picture, but once again, you look at it. Sorry about it being at an angle, but you see all the brick lines going across.
Oh yeah,
compressed brick lines, all heated up, and then starting to get real viscous in between, real airy in between, and they start giving this form here as it balloons up. And this is just the you got the brick here that's blocked, but this here's with the face removed.
Yeah,
take all that off after it's been X-factored. Then it's easy to think this is a mountain. Of course, this here is just like a bunch of shit that they left behind, but this is all X-factored. Yeah. Almost has that coral look. You can see it's dripping down. Very viscous over here, heating up and cooling down.
You can still see block line in spaces in spots.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you have this all this mess up here from this here and mess down here.
Oh yeah.
All these viscous holes and all this honeycomb look.
Odin's Beard says afterbirth.
Yeah. A pocket of survival right here. Transitioning right into this side of this mountain. And it's not really transitioning into it because it is this. You got this pocket of survival right here as well. One of the impossible builds. You would never want to go up here and put this up here. Right. Never. Even if you were able to go in here, you would never you would just use it the way it is. You wouldn't put this shit on the outside.
Right.
You cannot decorate this and make it look better than what it is.
Mark, our melted reality says, my meltology homies killing it with the hardcore evidence once again. Mark. I know, bro. Come on in, brother. Do it with us.
In.
Bring it.
You guys watch his channel. Get the update. Good information out all the time. New information. Boots on the ground.
Yeah.
See it before anybody else does.
Yeah.
You got to do is subscribe to his channel. It's that easy. Pocket of survival here. All this here is just all you see. It's kind of warped in, and I don't know what all this is. I mean, it goes nowhere. All filled out.
Up in that arch.
You can see the flood out here, where it's all flooded out here as well. So
okay, yeah.
Filled in.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. Another pocket of survival. Nice lookout. In the impossible builds. Still
look down that lower right corner. Look at that brick pattern right there.
Down here?
Yeah, and that big cooked out block. You see brick pattern right there, and tight to the right too, to the border of the pick. Right up, yeah, right there.
And look at this here. Looks different. Looks like it's filled out, being pushed out. This is not consistent with the surrounding.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you look at all that melt around that, and that's completely different kind of viscosity right there.
Yes. You got this here being oozed out as well, this whole block here. And of course, you got the bigger picture down here with the A-frames and huge building back here, completely devastated.
Knowledge says the juggernaut of evidence. Yes.
All churned up. These pillars here churned and turned. And this here, all the carbon 14 has been sucked out of it. Look how white it is.
Yeah.
It's like that white dog shit. Just touch it and crumbles.
Nicole, are you in the nest? Where are you at? Brent, flat level under the dome. Hey, Nicole, glad you made it today.
Nicole. Some remnants of brick here. A little bit over here. Everything else is blocked up and rocked up. And more passages down below. Very
yeah,
viscous.
Jeremy, Meltology, I agree. Nice arches.
What? Jeremy. You see all this pieces here of the building that are left behind after the X Factor. We always see remnants everywhere of the building. All up here because this was a huge building at one time, so the evidence is always around it. All this ash up here that has vegetation on it down here. Once again, you got all these bricks here that have done tricks, blocking and rocking. Nothing looks conformity anymore. All this brick here, nothing looks brick-like. And this is how the stories begin when they tell you that they quarried this from somewhere close by because the other buildings look like this as well. So they make you think that, instead of telling you these are bricks, they make you think that they wouldn't hand dug them and did all kind of crazy stuff to carry them thousands of miles.
Right.
Blocks in bricks. And then you have the cornerstones here with the upgraded molds on the sides. All this viscousness throughout here. Melted down, meltology. None of this stuff's carved. It's all part of the grid component when this place was constructed.
Mm-hmm.
And after the X Factor, that's the remains of it. We pass through this because we had another picture similar to that one. So let's get to this one. All these
Quantum's gonna name his dog Red Brick.
Red Brick.
Truth Bear says Meltaria. That sounds cool.
Meltaria. This piece right here looks like what we call the mountain. All the viscous holes and the way it got X-factored. This here still has some remains of it, so we know without a question of doubt this is brick, but it's letting people understand this is the same. That's what the Eagle Eye crew does. We break it down, showing you this is the same.
Right.
Person out there that was mocking Meltology, you need to step in. Step in the chat and learn something.
Hey, Chief, the post, there was a little discrepancy when setting it up, man. The right time was set up, but somehow the post got wrong as far as the information. I apologize on that. I know you're on it, and sorry about that. But like James was just saying about somebody bashing Meltology and trying to debunk all this shit, I saw your stream on that, Chief. I agree, man. That little bastard needs to get hit with some more evidence. So we'll be talking, Chief. I think we need to do what we do.
Yeah. The link is out there, Chief. Come on in, man. Come on in. The link is the link is out there in the group.
Yeah.
Fly on in, Chief.
I'll be looking for you. But one love, brother.
One love, one love. Once again, you have this back area here, all brick, but it's the skin is off, and so it throws the average eye off of what they're looking at. That's where we come in to break it down and give the understanding of what's going on. But this here is the same as everything. This is this pocket of survival. Maybe they went back at one point and did some refurbishing on it. You never know.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it up here. You can't do nothing with this. But they got to keep the gift shop looking good.
Oh yeah, I got to keep it swept out in the advertising.
Got this vegetation growing in. And once again, we got all this blocking going on. Huge blocks. And you got these here bricks that did tricks popped out.
Yeah, look at that.
Filled in. All this here, blocks, huge blocks. More of the melted place. You got all this brick work. I mean, all this brickwork just mangled. It's supposed to look like this, even better. But instead it's this and this stumpy. X factor just scorched down, melted. All this melted down, heated up, melted down.
Oh yeah.
Scorched down here is the electric charge just went through. You can see the pattern in this as well. All these here, just buildings, pieces of building that it got melted down. But all the patterns still in there.
Brent says, flat level under the dome. My field sub thinks I wear a tinfoil hat and that the information on the internet isn't true. Bah ha ha, laugh. Television watching, news believing, double jabber, laugh my ass off. Yeah, I know that. These motherfuckers, these people, man, you know, they do all that. You could show them a picture, just like James is showing you now, or other obvious meltology, and they still won't see it. So, you know.
They're asleep. I said these people, once they're asleep, it's hard to get them to see anything that requires you to be awake.
You can put them on the damn melted building and they still wouldn't see it.
These people didn't see no matter how bad it was, they didn't see this jibby jab.
Yeah,
they're all for it. They're asleep. But once you wake up to the truth, and you're awake on all levels. Mm-hmm. When someone tells you information, you don't just throw it out. You say, "Oh shit, hold on, I'm awake. Let me process that information because it might be valid."
Yeah.
But when you sleep, it's like, "Oh, I didn't see it on TV. You're crazy." That's how these people are. I didn't see it on TV. You're crazy. We all get it.
Yeah,
it happens to all of us. And of course, the ones that get it the most are the ones with the biggest groups that have they're putting the word out there the most. They're getting it the worst.
Yeah. But just think when the word gets out and more on board, we're going to be standing strong, flying high, flying straight and solid, man. And we'll still be hitting with the evidence. So,
Oh, yeah. But there's still going to be those ones out there that think we're crazy because they didn't see it on CNN.
And fuckers been thinking I was crazy for a long time now.
Yep, you and me both. It happens when you wake up, man. It's even worse then, huh?
But with me, the more you face it, the stronger your drive gets. It does with me.
Yeah. So once again, you see this side of this wall and this side. One side doesn't look like a wall; it looks like something you would think is part of a mountain. The scale, the skin of the mountain, but it was just like this. You can see the inside churning up, almost this bad here. Blocks, middle of nowhere. You always see these big blocks everywhere. It used to be brick, and blocked up. X factor. Got all this brick down here.
Yeah. Hey James, let me post this comment up real quick.
Oh yeah. Do your thing. Absolutely.
This is from Nicole Carlson. Love to see you, Nicole. One love, sweetheart. Her statement says, "So do we think this happened more than once?" The post earlier about the gods screwing up and scorching the earth, obviously an explanation of this, which is interesting too. It is interesting. Let's take that in a two-part. Okay, first, so do we think that this happened more than once? Well, the evidence has not showed us that. The evidence has showed us that this is a singular event so far that happened. There's more evidence coming out every day from all different things, from the deserts to the oceans to Antarctica to the Arctic Circle to, we have evidence coming up all the time. And for what we can see now is it's been a one-time event. And, until otherwise, this is where we stand, in the meltology side of it with the evidence and looking at it through extensive research of other evidence for years now. Spartan's had over 300
videos
posts that he's done showing evidence after evidence for years. And, it's showed us a one-time event called the X Factor. As far as the other, there's a lot of explanations out there as to why this happened. We've got some brilliant minds here in Melted Red Brick University, in the Nest, in the Eagle Eye crew. And we've got some stuff through Stefan, one of our Eagle Eye out there, mod in the crew in the Nest. He's got some real interesting evidence to support his theory, or not theory, but his evidence of Sunkiss. If you haven't seen that, I'm not going to break it down now. You can, catch the information later or rewatch the stream. But, we're the only ones bringing this kind of information out, these kind of brain think tank sessions out. And do we know that that's fact? Well, we got supporting evidence to show that something happened, and that's one of the catalysts that we know that to be true. The sun, the moon, the firmament, the dome, and the stars, and we're stationary, and they turn around us, and we know that this is a flat plane. In fact, this is a melted circuit board. So, the God stuff that we learned in school and all of that, I look at that as I look at anything else. It's wrote down on paper. That can be altered, fabricated. We go by hardcore evidence, what we see, can touch, taste, feel, smell. So, Nicole Carson, I hope I broke that down for you. If you got anything to add, James, go ahead, man.
I think you covered it quite well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But good question. Good comment.
Absolutely. And as the evidence, uncovers daily, our perspective of what's going on also changes, because we have more evidence. Once that piece of puzzle is fitted in where it's supposed to go, we move on to the next piece, trying to get it all together. Like Dean said, we're trying to break this down and figure out what caused this event, how it started, when it started.
And we know that it was around 500 to 600 years ago, and narrowing it down still. There's still a lot of evidence and a lot of research to do to narrow it down even that much more. But we know that the timeline that we've been given is a lie. So if you don't know that, then, you got a lot more research and stuff to learn.
Just hang in there and keep grinding, and you'll get it.
Yeah. Okay, until then, I'm just going to go through the chats. That was a good question, Nicole. We here in the university, this is a university level forum, and the information that we're covering has been covered extensively by Spartan Red and the Eagle Eye crew for a long time now.
Yeah.
A lot of the words, terms, things that we say, you might not understand, but I suggest you pay attention to. There's things that we know, like the timeline thing I just talked about, like the Sunkissed event I just talked about, the evidence I kind of touched on. These are things you kind of need to keep up on in here in the Nest. We fly high, we fly straight, and sometimes we get a little rowdy, and there's some stuff in the chat. It's all out of love. It's all to sometimes it's tough love. So don't take anything in the chat personally. We're just trying to educate you, because we don't hate, we educate. So
that's right. No need to hate.
You're welcome, Nicole. One love, darling.
Yeah, back at this place here, we already went through this. There's a lot of devastation here. Still see a little bit of the red brick remnants here. Everything else is all churned up, churned and turned. This once again, on a small scale and the large scale, we always see the same evidence. So that makes it so easy when you spot this outside of a place that's so obvious that still a building is still intact. When you see it on the side of the road somewhere, you know exactly what it is because it's the exact same evidence throughout. There's probably about maybe 5 to 6, 7 different styles that you see, and it's going to be one or the other. The chevron pattern, this pattern, the unconformity. There's a few patterns out there, and they just keep repeating themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find this building without it being tilted. I don't know how they tilted this damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a lot of damage. A lot of damage everywhere. Sorry about that.
Oh, Nicole.
Baby Eagle with me now. So.
Oh, right on. Nicole says again, my kiddos are homeschooled, starting them on this already, learning right along with them. That's wonderful news. That's
Little
beautiful and brilliant.
Yes, learning from the best.
Yeah.
Stay at home, learn from mom. That's the way to go. Instead of this indoctrination with a bunch of bull crap. See the brick lines up here. All this is swelled up, ballooned out. No pocket of survival. More blocking and bricking columns, brick columns that are now dilapidated, all churned up inside. Can't see the brick no more, but we've dissected these before. We know that these are all brick with stucco around them. Just about finished here. We got this down here, down below. Pile of bricks, and then you have a dwelling down here.
Yeah. Real quick here from Spartan Red. All Spartan Red's videos are all on Odyssey now. Okay. So you want to find his videos, his joints that he's rolled for a long time now, find them on Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah. Thank you, Spartan.
Oh, there's brick ash up here. Melt. From the melt, you got this building back here. Came down, flooded, went around this one here, and left it down below. We see some other structures we see a lot of structures like this, but those churches that they say that they carved out of one rock that is way down below, and other stuff like that. It's just been everything around it melted, and it made it look like this here is down below. It's flooded.
Right. Oh, yeah. Spartan, if you're watching, Knowledge in Chief for asking for the link to that.
Which link do they want?
The one to the Odyssey.
Odyssey link?
Yeah.
All right. So that's my first wave of evidence.
Brilliant, dude.
That's what I picked up this morning.
Awesome. Well, before I jump into mine, I'm just going to sit back and sip a little coffee and go through the chat here and talk about some things.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do. This is the chill out zone. You get off work, you go out there and pound it all day and come home and got all your stuff done. And now you're in the nest with us in the chill out zone. So, we talk meltology here. And, if you don't know what meltology is, then you're in the wrong place. And I don't know how you got here, but if you are here, you learn stuff, and it's evidence based. It's the University Forum, and we just show the truth here. And with Nicole mentioning that you were going to homeschool your children with this, that's brilliant. You know, I've known some people that have homeschooled their children, and they're still mandated by the state to set for the curriculum that the state pushes. You know, there's, I guess, standards, you know, your reading, writing, arithmetic stuff that, you know, everybody's got to meet. But all the historical crap and all that other stuff, you know, they push too for that coveted indoctrination certificate called a diploma. Teaching your kids at home, you know, this type of information is crucial. It's truth. And, you know, so much of us are blinded at such a young age that we never know that. And that's why it's hard to deal with people now, is because they've known nothing else but lies and deception. And since we've seen past that, we meet a huge resistance. And, you know, if we can get more people, more adults, more parents out there to do what you're doing, Nicole, then things will turn around for the better a lot quicker, I think. You know. But Chief says, great. Yes, James, great presentation, sir. Red Brick Soldier, you.
Thank you, Chief.
Spartan says, all old vids removed from YouTube, all new stuff coming. Yes. Yes. He's a very busy man. He is pumped up and just geared up. And yeah, we're going to be seeing all kinds of stuff coming from Spartan still. Excellent work, dude. Quantum Bear Trap. Chief Joseph says, I love you, Chief. Good, Spartan. Red pulled that bad tooth. Yeah, you feel a lot better now getting rid of that. But yeah, Spartan's got new stuff. He's rolling up. His new stuff is on Odyssey, like he just said. So awesome for that. Nicole, yes, fortunately, Canada has a rule that we can apply direct to our government, and it's not monitored. So I technically unschool my children. They're learning what they are passionate about. Very well done.
No.
Yes, very well done.
Yeah.
Truth Bear loves you. And Baby Eagle. All right. I'm not seeing any more new chats. Let me scroll back here just a second. I want to go look at something. Okay, no, that was it. Okay. Well, James, if you can watch the chat, mods out there, if you can watch the chat.
I got it going right now, sir.
Keep everything good. I'm going to dive in with a little bit of some stuff I have. Let's see what we got here. Let me do this. I'm going to remove this. Well, I'm going to keep James up there. No, I'm going to remove James from there. And I'm going to share screen. You still with me, James?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Here we come. Let's see if it brings her up here for me.
It's coming. There it is.
Nice. Bring it up. There we go. All right. I'm going to move a little slow here tonight and just break some things down. Sometimes I get moving quick on this stuff and I go fast. So I'm going to break it down and slow myself down for us all tonight and show you what I'm seeing in these pics. Obviously, this guy don't know what the fuck's going on. But melted building.
Can you expand that picture all the way? Is that as big as you can make it?
Let me see something here. That shrinks it. And this maximizes it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. I don't know any other way to blow that up, but I can zoom in.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. And what we're going to do here is I'm just going to take a look at this right here and understand what I'm looking at. We know this is melted building. We know this. What I'm looking at is the C14 scavengers, the low-level grass, meaning that there's material in here for them to feed off of. And then I'm seeing over here cooked out completely something different. No C14 scavs at all. I'm seeing over here some block line popping through. Block in here. Balloon rocking down in here. Balloon rocking wall right here. Remnants of an aperture here. You can still see the red in it, the C14 in the brick. You can still see brick pattern up here, blocking up here. Let me know if I'm a little too close, James, so I'm not blurred. Okay. Right there. Aperture of some sort back in here, cooked out. Okay. I'm going to come over this way. So we know this melt flow is here. Coming down this way, sinking down in the melt, buoyancy and density, dragging it down this way. You can see it all back here. Then we have a different angle and direction coming in from right here. See this straight line?
Mm-hmm.
Then it branches 90 degrees down this way.
Yes.
Then you can see this brick pattern, block pattern right here on this edge. See that?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm seeing here is this melt here is meeting this melt here, right here. Got some kind of a line coming in here. But this is where these two melts are meeting right here. And it's pooling out here and it's flowing down this way. You can still see the line pattern here. Faintly, see that? Brick line in here, faint. And this is your sinking down into the melt here. Look how straight that how that line is, that differential line is right there. Then we come back over here and we got another melt up here in the top right. See that? Here's this line here. This could be part of this same structure, but I see this line here. And see the viscousness of this here, how it's flowing, charred. So what I'm seeing here is this is the corner, this is an edge, this is the face back on this side. And this is a corner edge. Here's your 90 degree here. And then back this way. This is starting to melt out here. It's very hot. See how it's melting down into itself right here? Got the lines this way on this. And then you got this way here. So I see it sinking down into this self, this dropping down at an angle. See all this rubble forming out here off of this? It's cooked out. It's flowing down. You can still see pattern here. That's just what I'm observing. Then we got an aperture back in here. Some lines going on this way, the way this melt was coming down here. You can see block line here, remnants of something down in here. Pocket of survival. I see walls. Can't see very much of it, but I see wall pattern here. Bump on here. Huh. I had to grab this one. I had to take a second look at it. We see all this pancaking here. C14 loaded. And what caught my eye off about this was this feature right here. And I zoomed in on it. And I didn't know what it was at first. I was like, that's fucking weird looking. And I zoomed in on it, and it's this. That's a big sumbitch right there.
Big snake, huh?
Yeah, look at the size of that thing. But look at all your brick in here. Look at all your lines, your wonkiness going on. You're pancaking here, right behind this snake. Look at this. Red brick. All over in it. Because it's all red brick. Every bit of it. You can see it. Pancake, pancake, pancake. Melt, melt, melt. And down here under the water. Same thing. Same thing. Why did I grab this one? I think I grabbed this one because it's a big fucking melted building. I was looking at here at this flow line. Way this was here. I saw something down in here. It's a little foggy. I was just trying to pick out this block line in here. And the way the melt was going. A lot of these picks like these, I love these things because there's so much to go to. You know, I can go into here. I can go up here. I mean, there's just so much that these things are telling us. And it's just fascinating to go in and just not knowing what I'm going to see and just zoom in like this and then just start looking for stuff like this 90-degree angle right here. Looking for melt flow. Looking for straight lines like this. And then coming down, indicating structure and melt. Looking for scorching on it, cooked out in it, any C14 redness in it. That's what I'm looking for. You guys know. You're looking for the same things. Anybody new in the nest here? You know, just watch and listen. And you'll see what we're talking about. And you'll learn. C14 loaded in here. Apertures closing out here. Charred down in here, foreground. Apertures down in here in the bottom. Right there. So yeah, it's fascinating. I love doing this. Coming in and finding this evidence. This one I took because as above, so below. Big structure. Dark. We probably won't be able to tell much, but from what we can tell, a big melted building, you can see it. You can still see the block line or the lineage going through here. Sometimes this snow and ice helps. We can see the flow here coming down. You see like an A-frame flow coming down here. And as we get tighter on these, because from a distance they look one way. From a close-up, we start seeing a lot different. I'm seeing cooked out here, completely cooked out here. I'm seeing a pocket of a ghost pocket of survival right here. See this? We got aperture. Looks like A-frame-ish right here. Come down here. Big opening aperture here. Look at the melt coming out of it here. See the flow coming down off of this? See it coming off over here and coming down?
Yeah.
Over here, cooked out. Same thing. See this arch aperture here, half of it?
Yep.
We see lineage here, this straight line coming down here. This looks like a blown out big block coming off here. Coming across. More ghost apps here. I mean, look, you see the melt. This is all cooking out. And it's melting in here, and we see line. We see what used to be there. Very faintly sometimes like this, but it's there. You got to understand these things are cooked out and expanding out. They're like just pushing out, and the forms that these structures created on the outside are getting this material so hot, and it's coming out in such intense heat that it leaves an X-ray image, if you will, on the face of the melt that you're looking at. And we call them ghost apps. It can be windows, doors, arches, features in these melted buildings that just, it kept that appearance throughout that whole melt, that whole X Factor event. Look at the big blocks right here. Big blocks. Loaded C14, which is the red brick, the carbon in the brick, getting cooked out. But in this case up here, it hasn't cooked out all the way white. It's still got a lot in it and causing a charring in the melt. See how the lines go this way around here? And then we come over this way and we see this one here. It's tipping back. See how it's back this way? It's going back that way into the melt, sinking down and back. As this one back here is just pancaking down on itself. Back here. Yeah, I like these shots. They make my mind think. I see a feature like this. It's just, it's incredible to break it down. I love doing it. What I'm seeing is this, obviously. Big cooked out chunk right here. Big cooked out chunk. Starts up here in the top right, following it down around this way. And I'm also seeing this back here, which is part of this. This big chunk, I bet you, is connected to all this back here. And I'm seeing this in this straight line pretty much across the top here. Gets a little hazy, but I'm seeing, it's all cooked out. Seeing C14 loaded in here. And it looks like it's got this turret kind of column look piece here. And the reason I say that is because I think it looked a lot like what this is here. These probably lined them all the way down. This is one here. All this material cooking out. This one got hit, cooked out, and was melting, and it started bulging it out this way. See how the top is out further than the bottom, how it's coming out? Apertures up here. Aperture right here looks like an arch of some sort used to be there. You can see the material that was cooked out right here out of this window, this aperture, this opening. You can see it melting out right there.
Absolutely.
Just scanning these things. More apertures are going to look like arch right here.
Yeah, I was just looking at that over there.
See this straight line here?
Mm-hmm.
You can still see like the outside here, and it's cooked right here. 2 apertures, the melt here.
Yeah.
Another one back in here. Seeing brick right there. Faint lineage in here. Line up here above these arches that we were looking at. We come up this side. These were expanding out. See this bulge right here? All this mass up here. Expanding out. And we've got ghost apertures right here along this face. See it? There.
Yes, sir.
Up there. In here. Sorry for the background noise. Got a little talking. My son's on the phone. But it looks like it see how kind of this line, you got like a twist here? Right here. And it kind of comes down this way.
Right.
And then we got this flow out this way. Then this line here, this is a little distance, I think, from this to here. No, that's a shadow. This is all one face right here.
Sheepoo's out there. He want to say he's sorry that he had to leave early. That's all good, Sheepoo. He's under his other name. What is this? Fruit Kiss?
Fruit Kiss.
Yeah. If you guys don't know about it, make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Eagle Eye Crew.
Yeah. Brilliant dude. Awesome page. Awesome channel. I took this one right off the bat for this reason right here. Don't get more red brick than that.
You're right about that.
Look at all the cooked out around it. The heat differentials of everything around this thing, and it left it like that. You know.
And you got all those pancake brick lines that guy's hanging on to.
Yeah. Look at that. And down here where James just said. And melt here over this brick line here. Almost looks like a fucking nostrils right here. Might have shown this one before. I wanted to just grab it and touch a couple things here. First off, texture of all this back here. C14 loaded, still cooked out. Got some lines going on in here. See this M kind of look here? Something going on there. Melted over this piece here. Brick line, bricks, red bricks everywhere in this side. All cooked out over here. Completely fucking got some carbon charring going on back here, but this is very cooked out over here. Mangled mess. Just mangled. You can see it melt. And with these kind of big spaces here, I'm always looking for apertures. Always looking for pattern. Like this line right here. Seeing apertures in it from here. One here. Big blocks right here. This big piece shooting out here. Block pattern or brick pattern down here. Along this side of this. Still see them. Angle here on this. With part of this is part of this. And it's expanding out this way. These are shooting out, expanding out this way. This one here, C14 scabs, nice size ones. There's a lot of stuff for them to eat, grow. All cooked out along here. Big blocks going on. Down in here. Coming across. Block brick line in here. All this line here. Pancaking down in here. And you know me, I like to go swimming. Looking down in here at this melt. Comparing it to this melt. Magnifying through water, you know, it can distort things sometimes or magnify it for us, obscure our vision or widen our vision. But I'm seeing apertures down in here. Totally different texture from what I see up here. Arch kind of feature in here. They're coming and climbing along the top of. Comes up here, very viscous up here, cooked out. You can see it, melt flow. Then it cooled and left what we see now. Big opening aperture over here going in. Probably another cooked out arch. Here, expanding out here, block lines, charring. If you see anything, James, you want me to go back to or bump in on, man, let me know.
I sure will, buddy.
I was all over the place today, just looking for interesting stuff. Grabbed this one. Really caught my eye. In the sticks, literally in the sticks. Just going to tighten up on a few things here. This is a fucking tree. Do we agree? Moss on it, branch off here, branch here. right? This is a tree.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we look at this here. I'm looking at the fusion right here. This is in it. This isn't out from it, and this is behind it. This is expanded out. You seen what I'm seeing, James? Eagle Eye Crew?
Yes, sir.
Expanded out here and connected here. And these things still have the ability to grow. This is a green twig here. This is green as hell. I guarantee you cut into this, it's going to be wet. This looks like a deciduous tree. But I found that very interesting here. You know, we see things like these picks, and we call these things scavengers, C14 vampires. The reason we call them that is because they're feeding off the nutrients in the brick ash. One of the best things you can add if you're a gardener of any kind of sorts is potash to your soil. It's very good. So this is very high rich feeding material for these things to grow in. You know, and they take hold everywhere, from moss, lichens, to flowers, to grass, to trees, feeding off of this. And a lot of times they tell us sometimes things that we're looking at answers for, like timelines. Some of these huge structures, very prominent structures, got this vegetation, these trees growing in them that are very old trees, but they're growing up in through the older melt of the buildings that are there. So, these are one of the ways that we can kind of narrow down timelines through using trees, C14 vampires, to break down how old they are and growing out of these structures. So, these are things that evidence, these are also evidence as much as the meltology is. They tell us a lot. This one, starting the foreground here. This crazy motherfucker having fun doing what he does, hanging off of melted red brick buildings. Look at all this here, cooked out. See brick in this one back here, brick line. Just blown out here. This heat expansion was intense. You got to think, all these were red brick buildings. You know brick pattern. We all know brick pattern. And to have these things on such a colossal size, knowing that it's red brick because we see it in the evidence, and then to have the heat expand these things to a magnitude of this size, this ability is, incredible to even try to wrap your head around. We know it happened because we know what we're looking at. It happened, and here's the proof. Here's the evidence of it. Dripping. And then stopped, cooled down rapidly, leaving this all along the bottom of this. Kind of seeing a straight line here, like there was some kind of aperture in here. I'm seeing brick in here too. Back in here, seeing some brick, balloon rocking. And when I say balloon rocking, blocking, these type of terms, new ones in the crew here, look at this brick here. These things are expanding. Sometimes they expand and look like balloons, like, you know, these round river rock looking kind of features. River rock's just brick, but we get them in these structures in this melt, and they're ballooning out with the heat. Then they stopped. A lot of times when we're saying blocking going on, we see these blocks, these big blocks happening, and they're these bricks fusing, melting, and forming these huge blocks. And we know they're red brick because we see it in the line patterns, the block line patterns that they make. Sometimes they're very large patterns. Sometimes you just see them in spots like this. I'm almost seeing some ghost app in here. Here. Apertures, windows, doors, openings of sorts that were hit with the X factor, and the material expanded out, sealing them up and leaving them with remnants like we're seeing here, like we're seeing down here. A lot of times we see openings, arches where the material is expanding and coming out of them, then you can see the flow. Looking at a big face like this, of this thing, from a distance, yeah, big fucking rock. But you get in here tighter, and you know what you're looking at when you're a meltologist, when you're in the crew. You can pick out what we're seeing. Straight lines here. I'm looking for lines. I'm looking for C14, red in the brick, like I'm seeing right here. Seeing the block here. See how they turned the block in here? Seeing ghost apertures expanded out and left this image of them here. This whole thing loaded C14. Big blocks here, apertures here, all the way up here, another aperture up here. This thing just keeps going. And all this back here, same, cooked out melted red brick. Yes, these were buildings. Now they're melted buildings. And here's the proof. I like this one. Just out in the middle here, and then bam, right there. Old world tech. Stairs coming down here. Heat damaged. All heat damaged. How do we know this? Well, we see it. We see it in the color differentials. The more white looking material you got right here, this is very cooked out. All the red has been cooked out right here. And in these block bricks that we're seeing sporadically through here. Some of it wasn't hit as hard, like we can see up here. It's hit, but it's forming these block lines now. These red bricks are fusing into blocks. See more brick pattern over here, and then we get into block. All these went block down in here. Charring going on right here from the heat. Charring over here from the heat. Block. See it all the way down here. Big vampire eating off of what's up here. Grass all up growing in here. You can see back through here. It's big. It's part of another bigger. It's part of a bigger structure that wraps all the way back into this. And a lot of times we see in these arches and stuff, in these evidence that we go through, these arches, a lot of times they have a different kind of melt differential to them because of the gap that we see in between. When these things got hit, this particular here, the heat come from the bottom up. We know this. This electrical heat, this etheric heat, this X factor heat come up and cause this heat damage. Melted everything else around. Left this down in here. Down below. Block down in this lower terracing down here behind it. Brick right in here. Cooked out to the point it's ash. You can see the melt flow coming down through the C14, the way the grass is growing. You can see the depth and the flow that it comes down. It's growing out of something, and what it's growing out is a brick ash flowing, pooling. Leaving material up top here. This had something on top of it that was cooked out to the point where it's just this.
Bunch of rubble.
Yeah, this is rubble. Going across.
Nice pick, Dean.
Right on. I like this one because of the angle of the shot and the evidence that it shows. We're looking straight down. Here's a climber. Very low-level lichen growing in here. It's loaded with C14. This is eating off of it. We come down here. Seeing slight brick pattern in here remaining. Going on down here. Just the heat differentials. We got more cooked out. Got some C14 lineage in here. We come in here, tighten up more. Faint lines right here. Balloon rocking, brick. Aperture. Apertures in here. See these? Block popped out here. Mangling in here, cooking out. Big blocks forming in here and then going into this big single block. Real cooked out in here where it's white compared to the orange and the darker red up here. It's more cooked out here. Working our way down, C14 scab growing out of this pocket here. And just the heat lines that's coming up is just crazy. The way it just changes from here to there. And this is a big drop. I like the above below kind of things. It lets us see what's going on down here compared to what it is up here. We'll start down here. We got our balloon rocking in here. It's going balloon blocking down in here. All along the bottom. Come up, see the same kind of feature. Working its way up. These are balloon rocking here. Coming up.
Dean,
yeah.
Deborah Watson says, I love Dean's teaching voice. He's got skill. Quantum Bear Trap sending his love. Dean is the man.
Oh, you guys are wonderful. I love you. I do. Thank you very much. Very much.
Truth Bear in the house.
Arch here. Cooked out in here. Looks like a Kubert kind of effect going on right here.
Yep.
This is just wild.
You look at that. I was looking at that one on the right. Reminds me of Sheep who showed those columns that were He didn't show them in our group, but he showed with Jen. He showed, or maybe Jen, I'm not sure, but he showed the columns. And if you look on that one on the right, how it looks like it's going, trying to go Cubert, but it almost looks like at the bottom. Yeah, that one right there almost looks like a column that he showed in pieces.
Yeah,
they fall over and they're the way it's the way they're sliced together. You know, they're almost separated in thirds or fourths.
right. Yeah. These right here?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Look a little different than the other ones, you know, the way they have their separations. This reminds me of those pillars, the concrete pillars, or the brick. I'm sorry, that are in pieces. Look like have that same shape.
Right. Just
bricks doing tricks. You know, bricks melting, doing tricks. So
yeah,
a lot of the same similarities.
Yeah, exactly. And in these things too, you know, we see a lot of these mangled mess kind of features in here, and I always look for the differential lines, like this mangled mess here, and then see how this line comes up here.
Yes,
like that, and we got some kind of an archy aperture right there. See that? And then we got brick pattern right here. And then we got this, boom, this melt. And this is a foreground. This is a background.
Yeah, well, so Shipu just chimed in on that. It was the petrified wood that he did. That's right.
Okay,
petrified wood. He did a video on the petrified wood and how they look just like the columns, and when they're broken apart, they're like that.
Right.
That we see all the time.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Shipu. Appreciate that.
Brother. Very much, man. And we got some big brains here in the Eagle Eye crew.
Yes.
I'm sure somebody showed this at one time. I snapped it because I wanted to. Big building's gone, melted out down here. This is the only thing right here. I mean, just the size of this thing. This is just a fraction of what used to be here. I mean, it's just amazing to wrap your head around this. You know, it's all there, cooked out, scorching, balloon rock block, everything. Just your classic melt pick right there. This one was crazy.
Yeah, the rest of the other building was underneath all that scavenger, and this one is another crazy one.
Yeah. C14 scabbed all over this, but this is up here.
And we've seen a couple other pictures like this. They're still inhabited, where they still, you know, the buildings are still used for churches and monasteries and.
Yeah. Well, they have this down here. You got a stairs coming up. And these are melted. These are just repurposed stairs. You can see these were melted. The flow here going into charring here. Then they work their way up in here somehow. Up into this. Big blocks here. Cooked. Vegetation growing on them. This is flat up here. Look at the pancaking going on in this. Big scorch flat up here, melted. This wraps around here, all X-factored. Under here, balloon rock and in this archy walkway. Melting in here. Big blocking down in here. Walkway coming around here. And you can see the flooring coming up here. And this thing's standing here. And you come up and you see how it just ballooned out up here. your lines, your brick lines in here. And then you just went, whoa. Big melt, big structure, fucking tall. Big chunk. I just grabbed it because it was very cool to look at. Pancaking going on up top, mangling going on over here, big balloon block, fusing together here. Here, this line coming across here. It's like a rock curtain, and over here melting down over this, ballooning. Just looking. Faint lines going on down here. Just looking. Grab this one off of a stream that was showing, and I just screenshotted these. And we've seen other evidence like this before. I don't know if this one in particular, but I'm going to show it right now. And it just shows your just crazy melt. You got your lines going on first off up it, all cooked out up here up top. Let's go up top. Started off here, looking underneath brick. See the lines coming up here. It's cooking out. It's cooking out in here, melting all these lines, brick lines, all this brick melting in here and then getting cooked out solid here. You can start seeing some viscous holes here. Viscous holes meaning if you ever make pancakes before and you pour your batter on top of your hot plate and you look down and you see that bubbling going on from the heat, that's viscosity. That's the heat coming up and escaping through, causing these holes. That's what we're talking about. This could have been an aperture closed. I don't know, but we see viscous holes in these kind of things all the time. Look at your brick here, obvious. And look at the melt right here. Heating up, cooked out here, coming up. This has still got, this right here is this brick expanding and melting right here. It was here. It's eating away into these. These are expanding in with this up here. They're all this brick will look like this real soon if it would have kept up. This would have all went solid and cooked out to look like this material here. Here's your texturing, your viscosity. Viscosity meaning very hot, like liquidy. And that's what we got here in these patterns. These things were very hot and fusing, and they started getting this texturing, this viscous here, coming over here and melding, welding into this brick line here. All expanding. It's all one, just getting expanded. Heat factored, heat hit, X factored. And you can probably throw a cot in there and have a pretty warm night if this thing still works.
Oh yeah, I think I know where you're at.
You've seen this before?
I think so.
Yeah, there's many like these. We've seen quite a few of these.
Yeah, that's why I said I think so. That might be before the paint job.
Yeah, but it all came back and was part of this that's buried in here, back in the back here now.
Absolutely. Great evidence.
This just isn't this. This is part of what's back in here and all this back in here. You can see this big cooked out block coming around and hooking up into this up here. This is just part of a big building. It was melted. Another shot of it, different angle. See, we have this all back in here. Or wait, this might be a different one. Is this a different one? No, this is just a shot from over this side.
Yeah, I think it's a different one.
This is a different one. Yeah, so we see these quite often. Big arch, got an arch going on here, cooking out.
Yeah, that's the garage.
Yeah. But look at this crazy melt. I mean, you can see it right here. This brick is getting cooked out. Back in here, still got C14 loaded in here. It's eating its way. It's heat damaging this in here. This expansion here. These would have expanded out and became looking like this. This is the crazy heat from the X factor. It can cause this type of damage over here and this type of damage over here and leave this looking here. This was an electrical current heat. This wasn't a fire based like you think of a campfire kind of heat. No, this was an electrical heat that come up from the bottom, expanded these buildings on a massive magnitude of scale and turned them into what we see mountains. I mean, that's what the evidence is showing us. That's what happened. And we get pockets of survival, because that's what we call these, pockets of survival that retain some kind of an appearance through it all. Another shot. And how it did here. Cooked out and then just left all this up in here. I think we're on the back side of this. This is just more of a forward angle. Aperture's back here. This went all the way back in here. Connected to all this down in here. I'd like to go in there, check it out. Pancaking going on up here. Further away shot. This is where the melt flow was. This is the bottom. C14 scabs hiding a bunch of shit. But it just shows you this big block going on over here, these lines. Eating its way, heating its way into this. Yeah, went down to Antarctica again. Mark, I know you're in the nest. This one's for you, brother.
There you go. Yeah.
But if you're new in the crew in the nest, yeah, you're looking at if you think you're looking at an iceberg, you're not. You're looking at a melted building that was flash frozen.
Exactly.
I mean, this is the evidence, and we prove it. We show you the same features that we just got done going through, but we're going to see them in a different form. Now, I'm not saying that ice isn't out there and all of this, but these things that we call this and that, like mountains and icebergs and all these things, caves, and these things are nothing but melted buildings or inside melted buildings. And we see
the same similarities with the arches and stuff. And we know when snow, if you've ever lived somewhere where snow falls down, it never falls down in the shape of anything other than what it lands on. It doesn't come down and all of a sudden you come out and you have a snowman. You have arches, you have dwellings that the such as that Dean's about to show you, that we've seen over and over, that Mark introduced on this live stream.
Yeah. Exactly.
Our melted reality.
Yeah. And you look at a feature like this, and look at these lines right here. Look at these straight lines right here. It's going a little tighter. I'm seeing some orange in there. Come up. Then we get into this. I'm seeing C14 trace in here through. This is cooked out. Excuse me. I'm seeing blockage up here. I'm seeing aperture right in here. I'm seeing ghost apps right in here. I'm seeing this transition line of melt right here. Coming up and over. Big balloon block going on right there. See it? It's not ice. It's cooked out block. This is melt. Coming across. Still seeing that reddish orange hue of the C14. You can see it through. You can see block through here. Aperture through there. And it twists and finds its way over into here. These lines coming across here. This right here. Straight lines here. Looks like some kind of aperture right in there and here. Ghost apps coming up here like a coming off here, 90-degree angle here on this piece. And it comes and hooks onto this bigger chunk over here. Arch feature here. So it looks like material getting melted out in here, expanding out here. So melt right here. Blocking going on. You can see the viscosity, the melt right here, and it's cooked out. Coming along the water line. No more lines all the way down. Straight line here, aperture right up in here. Coming across, 90-degree angle up this way. This crossed here. So it looks like this was cooked out and pushed its way out this way off of this. It's expanding out this way. Looks like a turret kind of effect going on up top here. Remnants of one. See this angle here? Comes across here, follows around here, then drops down here, comes across here, comes up, follows this way. See some faint blocking going on in here. And then this line comes back and connects into here. I'm seeing this thing melting, expanding out this way, melting down back this way. Pulling, it looks like it's stretching here. Look at this twist. See this twist in this? This is melting down this way, pulling this, looks like this way from this piece. See how this angle's coming this way? These lines are coming up this way, pulling this way. Look at the block in here. Look at the tearing up here. This was very hot, like taffy. Now these I grabbed, and I wanted to grab these. These were off of a live stream. It had to involve. It was involved.
Hey, Stipe, what's up?
Face Stipe, how you doing, brother? I'm glad to see you here, man.
Got Deborah in the house, Valley Blues in the house, Odin,
Valley, Deborah, Odin. The link's there, people. If you want to click on it, we can click you in. I'll just have to jump out. James, let me know if they want in.
Sheepu actually made a comment, and Sheepu, if you're still out there, you want to jump in for a few minutes and elaborate on that, jump on in. The link is in the chat.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the chat, if you scroll down, just jump on the link. Anybody else wants to jump on the link and come on in.
Yeah.
Sheepu had made a comment about the ice. Look up Starlight People must be the same components, has snow, carbon rich, and no oxygen. This is why snow not melt under fire. About 4:15, you make that comment. So Sheepu, if you're out there and you want to jump in and elaborate for us, enlighten us on that there, that'd be great.
Yes.
If not,
yeah.
You'll be in tomorrow, hopefully, to elaborate on that there, that information.
Can't wait. Brilliant. These I grabbed off of a video stream, and these are these pieces breaking off, and they call them calving. It's where they call these icebergs that come shooting up out of the water because of the weight distributions and stuff, causing this wave here coming this way. But I grabbed these shots because I wanted to see what we could find in them. And in this one, I'm seeing lines over here. See the lines in here? This is turning in. This is cooked out to the point where it's turning into that blue ice looking effect. See how it's transitioning right here? Get this bluish hue all along this.
Yep. All
along this. And I find with these really cooked out pieces, you know, you can look in and see these ghost apertures, seeing remnants of the brick block that is getting crystallized, but then stops. But you can make out the faint image of them. Aperture right here, arch. See it? Right there. Following the lines across. Looks like something going on right here. Right here, another one. Apertures right there. Looks like some column that was coming up here. You can see the blocking going on in here. Ghost apps in here. Just scanning. Training the eyes. Aperture. Ghost app this way. Turning this blue. Look at this 90-degree right here. Crystallizing this here. Apertures right in here. Following along here. See this line right here? And then we come this way on it. Looks like these were apertures that closed here. Remnants of them here that followed along here and just left what we see. This melting down here. See this line? This is melting down here. See the melt down here? Coming across. I'll back out a little bit so I don't want to be too blurry. Turn into this crystallization over here. Here's another shot. This one I captured while this thing was rising. This was rising up. This had splashed out here, and then this was rising up. And I wanted to catch this blue ice. I wanted to catch this blue ice. I wanted to catch this stuff coming up from below and seeing what we can see. Very cooked out right here. Not went blue all the way. Just looking for stuff. Looking for ghost apps, looking for anything. Not getting pareidolia. Pareidolia meaning seeing things and your mind picking out images in there like faces or this and that. That's pareidolia. Okay, that can throw you off track. You don't want that. You want to think critically when you're looking at evidence. You want to think critically. You want to look for these straight lines, these brick lines, these blocks, anything that gives you the clues, the evidence of these melted buildings. and we find them. I'm seeing a cooked out pieces in here. Could be apertures just by the way this looks, but not definite. Coming down here looking for the same thing. You can tell there's material in there. See the darkness in here? There's C14 in there. You can see right here aperture. Look at that on this back part here. 2 of them. Another one over here, 3. And this looks like a lot of these rock cliff faces that you see with these, like in Nevada and Arizona and shit. But these are crystallized. Look at this up here. Look at this material up here. Let me pan out for a perspective. All this up top. All this is crystal down in here. When you come up top, it's cooked out, but not crystal yet. It's trying to right here. See this, the transition? Look at that. Got blue crystallization coming up. And then we got cooked out material here. Pocket of something going on right here. Coming up, looking for apertures right here. Angle and direction, squares. Openings. Anything vertical, columns, looking for those kind of things. Anything that looked like it might have went vertical but fell into something else. We're looking for those kind of things. We're looking for transition lines that separate one melt flow from another. Following the flow of the melt. All this back here was building, cooked out, completely flowing. This is the remnants of what used to be here. Looks like a big A-frame right here. Right here. See this? You got this darker material here. You got some big blocking that goes this way, and it looks like different material being pushed out here. See that? Same with over here. We got this cooked out stuff here, more darker, forming this A-frame-ish arch pattern here. It looks like different flow out this way. This is all melt flow. All the way back in here. Melting down on itself, flowing. This one's shooting up here. You can see it rising up. The water's coming up with it. This broke off, and this comes shooting up out of it. First off, look at the texture of all this that they're standing on over here. All of this over here. Then we've got this up here. Aperture back here, going blue ice right here, cooked out, leaving these ghost apps. I'm trying to keep talking to make some noise to cover up some background bullshit. Sorry for that. Next pick, going for this blue ice again. I'm just looking. It's coming up out of the water. I want to see what's in it. I want to see what's in it. It's got material in it. We can see it in here, into the crystal, into the blue. Just looking for anything in it. Just twisting, churning, crystallized. Faint lines coming down back here. Big apertures over here. In this top corner. 90 degree here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Another shot of it. I was just grabbing. Just looking. Seeing the material. You can see the charring going on in this chunk here. And this is coming up from the bottom. If this is ice and this is an iceberg, then what the fuck is all this charred out material doing in it? And they call these, glaciers and all this. These are melted buildings. These are flash frozen. The flood waters came in. They deteriorate. They break off. These things happen. They call them glaciers. I'm not saying there's not ice. There's obviously ice. We know this. But not everything is. This cooked out material looks a lot like ice. This stuff in here, this blue, is crystallized. It's got pockets of survival. It's got remnants of brick in it. What's this look like, James? James ain't there. Okay. This is a call. This looks like a column here. See this line here? This piece here? See this line here outlining it? This is cooked out. This is more carbon packed here. Flash frozen though in the blue. See that? Crystallized. But I'm seeing aperture in here too. Same pic, just looking. I got more over here I was trying to pan on just to see what's in here. Ghost apertures over here. Right in here. Following this line here. This is cooked out up here, but this went blue down here. This went crystal down here. Crystal with chunk in here. And just see the transition in here. Aperture down here, big arch. Right here, look at that. See it? Line coming up this side, coming over the top, coming back down in the crystal. In the crystal. In this piece that had broken and is falling here, this is there. Part of this up here. One or two more shots of these. I'm just looking. These are different stages of this stream, and I was just looking for these things here. It's like training your eyes to see the same thing in a different way when you're down here in the Antarctic and Arctic areas. This was this piece falling here. We covered this one in the front here. All this is crystal. All this is like, they call it quartz kind of look. This is all cooked out brick ash to the point of crystallization. Flash frozen. I mean, the extreme heat we talk about is first and second to the coldness. The flash freezing of this melt is just as much as the X factor itself. It is the X factor. It's just flash frozen. We got isology now. We got meltology. We got isology. We got meltology, flash frozen, isology. I mean, this X factor that happened in the event that this realm went through, we're still feeling it today. We're still seeing it today. We live on it today. We few in the crew only understand it. There's not many that do. You can see the scorching going on, these lines coming over here. Into this. Cooked out, apertures, lines. Same thing we see in Nevada, Arizona, Europe, these castles, these buildings. We see this same kind of texturing. This is just crystal. This is just crystalled, heated up, expanded, crystalled, formed. See the melt flow down here. Brick ash. Water down here. An old black and white I picked. Where was this? Where was this? Where was this? This is in Canada somewhere. And it's an older pick. Look at the vehicles, early 1900s or 900s if you take into account the 1,000-year false timeline. But I was looking for old world structure out this way, also looking for lines and patterns in here, which we see all the way down. And I was just looking for big buildings back here, trying to pick out old world structures, which I see. Now this one here, NASA sent us because they're telling us this is Mars. Oh yeah, you guys know. You've seen this shit before. This ain't Mars. In fact, this photo I took because I found some things interesting in here. I'm seeing some cut in here. This is a feed from the motherfuckers, so I'm going to look for deception. And I think I see it. First off, this ain't Mars. This is melted red brick. This is melted building. How do we know that? Well, fuck. Right here. You can see it. But these are the things that got my eye. Knowledge, Chief Joseph, Odin, anybody out there, ladies, gents, that know about editing, cutting, all that. What's this right here? What's this line coming up here? And what's this line coming across here? It looks like a cut in the picture to me. Let me back out here. Doesn't it? See how it goes all the way across? Then it cuts down this way and it cuts down this way. But it cuts right through this cooked out piece here. See the lines I'm talking about? This faint white line, like this cut line. See that? Goes all the way through the pick.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know if this is an editing thing or not. That's why I was reaching out to the crew. See it here too, over on this side? Here, then here, and then all the way across. Just look very strange. And when you're zoomed out, you really don't notice it until you notice it. This one, I love this pick. Take away all the trees, and you're just left with the melt. And this is a huge, huge remnant of this building that used to be here. This is the face of it on this side. Look at the A-frame in here. Let's go in here and take a look, people. Let's break this down, Eagle Eye crew. There we go. Check it out. Look at this column here, James.
Yes, sir.
See the arch in here? This expanded here.
Yep, pushed out.
Uh-huh. This line going across here. Coming down, coming back up here, continuing on here. Big. And this is just a, look at it, melting flow here. Down into the melt right here. See this piece here melting down here. See it?
As it bows out, yeah, bows a little bit out.
Right. Yeah. And then it melted down over this here. See the cooked outness here and then the difference here. Bowed out like James just said. Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
You're good. You can't hardly hear that in the background.
Okay, but this continued all the way down. This is huge. Flowed all the way down this way. All this is brick ash. All this was building. Everything melted down into what you see down here.
Look how solid that wall was too. I mean, you can see it on the right side. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is solid, churned up and solid.
Yeah.
Huge building.
Yeah. Huge pocket of survival, if you will, of this.
Yeah.
Look at these right here along this. Look how thick this was, like James just said. And then look at this right here. These two right here. Expanding out, scorched. These could have been columns too. Who knows? They got hit. But they look scorchy. Heat differential down here. All the way. This big chunk, looking for lines, looking for blocks, looking for shit. Viscous here. Very viscous right here. Look at the texturing on it.
Yeah.
Look up here. The melt here.
Still looks bricky up on top, kind of on that right side a little bit. Right, right there, right up in there. Still looks a little where it churned up. Still has the bricky piece, pieces of like the lumpy mashed potato. Someone didn't stir them up all the way.
Exactly.
Great pick, Dean.
Right on. Look at this melt here.
Yeah, looks like it has a little mixture with some water too. The discoloration of it looks a little different on.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks a little milky, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is a good shot of this mangled mess that happens in here. This is the heat. All this is expanding together. And stopped, leaving what we see here. If this would have continued on, this would have turned completely block. Like
hey, bump that back again, because I just seen that roll that goes all the way across back towards the top. Now, if you take your hand, move it up just a little bit. Right there. Now, from left to right, that roll goes all the way across. That's blocky going left and right. You see all those blocks there? And then on the other side, it's the same thing.
Yep.
Carries on.
Following the line, huh, James?
Yes, sir.
Right there.
Nice bit of evidence. And that goes to show once again, as I showed earlier, when the skin is off, that's what it looks like. When the bricks have done tricks.
Yep.
And you have underneath the what we call the mush that's usually inside, where it's all churned up. That's what it looks like, and that's great example of a building is just without the bricks on it.
Yeah. This is underneath this. This looked like this, but this got churned. This just got fucking melted. You can see it in here. This went block, going solid, and this is, like James said, that churning mess. Pretty nice sized chunk of whatever. Brick right there at the bottom. Look at that. Seeing faint brick right there.
Yes, sir.
They're always there. They're always there. One screaming, here I am. Okay, we're in Israel. I covered this the other night. Let me do something here. Let's do that. Did that. Okay. Did that. I can feel Spartan beat me over the head with a red card. Not having my pick in order quite yet. But I'm just searching through some stuff that I got and seeing if there's anything else I wanted to show you. For those out there, if you're new in the crew and you're in here just watching and stuff like that, if you know you've ever heard of the firmament or the dome before, here it is. Look at the texturing on this up above this. This is Antarctica. Old pick.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. Extremely fascinating. The texture of the background. This is supposed to be the sky. There's one for you to think about while you're falling asleep tonight. But anyway, that's what I got tonight, James.
Great presentation, Dean the Machine.
Right on, brother.
Kept it clean.
Yeah. I was going to go a little hot tonight and throw out some love to the motherfuckers, but I kept it clean. Yeah, I got some of those in my quiver for that, but no. Just want to keep it clean tonight, get into some meltology. You know, we got some new in the crew. Just want to keep it at a level to where we need to be as far as breaking down the evidence, because that's what we're about. We go on about stuff, politics, what's going on with all this shit. And we touch base on that, but we're all about evidence here, and that's why I really like to dive into. But let me go over some chat here real quick. Quantum Bear Trap, nice work, Dean the Machine. Thank you much. Deborah Watson, sweetheart, I love you too, darling. Quantum Bear Trap again. Red Bricks. Seeing these pop up here, it looks like what is this crew? These are some kind of fucking what is that? HDZPN. That's kind of some kind of internet troll or something. Let me see this. Yeah, if that's a language anybody understands, let me know. Because I'm going to do that real quick. Because I don't know this cat. I don't know what that means, and I don't like that right there. So we just did that. Eagle Eye Crew says Quantum 2 again. Let me break back up here. Quantum in the house. James Breeden, Big Jimmy. How you doing, brother? I love you much, man. Holistic Media here. Eli. Brilliant. Deborah again. Holistic. Yep, Eli. Aldous, Big Al. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. The link's there. If you want to grab it. I'll click you in. Chief, if you're still there, one love, brother. Let me see what we got going on here. All right. Okay, man. Well, I'm going to pour me a coffee, James, and load me another one and see if you want to click back into anything else you got.
I can. See, I got a little eagle here, and I'm supposed to be picked up in about 20 minutes or so. But I got a few that I can show. And
if you got to break off and deal with Baby Eagle, you know, I can keep talking and break it down for you until you get back.
Well, no, her mom's coming in. I'll probably show about maybe 5 or 6 right now, just while you go get your coffee, go do your thing. And then maybe I'll go through later after she's picked up. I'll go through the Subway picks.
Okay, well, I added you back in so you can grab it.
All right. Did I?
Chazzle Dazzle's in the nest. One love, brother.
Dazzle Dazzle.
But everybody out there, Melted Red Brick University, if you haven't heard, like, share, and subscribe. Donate if you can. Our Melted Reality with Mark, Boots on the Ground. Great stuff, brilliant mind. Please like, share, and subscribe to Mark. Donate if you can. Jen, Truth Seeker 69, The Ripple Effect, Domestic Truther. Check out her stuff. She's on it all. She's Eagle Eye Crew. She's here in the nest. Like, share, and subscribe to Jen. Please donate. Yoakum, Tartarian Meltdown. His stuff is a must watch in the documentaries, information that he's putting out. He's Eagle Eye Crew through and true. And his is a must see, must watch to answer the question to get in here. Deborah Watson, like, share, and subscribe to her. Great stuff. Eagle Eye Crew. We got there. Melted Red Brick Buildings. His information is just fascinating. From maps to meltology, Sheepu's on it. Who else we got? Chief Joseph's out there in the nest. Black Mirror Walker, please like, share, and subscribe to Chief. Check him out. He's on it. Chief is a long time truther and knows a lot of information, and he's part of the crew. He is the crew with us. So one love to you, Chief. I hope to click into your stream soon too. Who am I forgetting out there? Davros has got stuff up quite a bit. Check out his pics, his memes. Spartan, of course. Check out Spartan stuff. All the evidence the crew's throwing out there. We all got great stuff, and we break it down in the chat, in the page, and we learn from each other.
Dean, I don't think you have me in.
Oh, hold on. How's that?
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Got your stuff coming up. I
Perfect.
like it.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And of course, this goes out to the Eagle Eye Crew. One love. That's what we do. We stare it down and we find it.
Yes. Quantum says, where's Nicole Richter? I don't know. I really like to know where Nicole is. If anybody knows, send her some chat, send her some love. Tell her we want her to fly on back. We miss you.
Yeah, we want to make sure she's okay.
Yes.
Well, let us know. Tap in. Let us know you're okay. And, we'll send positive vibes her way, everybody. That's what we do.
Yes.
You see these archways, all these archways here that's all mangled. All these pieces on top, flattened out, compressed, melted. This here's down below ground as we know it. All this blocking around it. I'm on this side.
Looks like one of those sites that they cover up and charge you to see.
Yeah, this is Pompeii, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I believe this is Pompeii. Once again, you see this, it's all gone block, viscous, all tech. This place is full of tech. Here's these columns laying down, like the columns, the pieces that I pointed out on that pic you had, Dean, that were still intact but melted. And you can see the separations on them.
Yeah.
Here's some more better picture of columns.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what it reminded me of. And like I said, Sheep, who has a video out, this shows for anyone who thinks there's petrified wood, he debunks the petrified wood, goes through the evidence, shows you what it is.
Yeah.
You're looking at remnants of leftover melted buildings. And they're calling it everything but what it actually is, remnants of melted buildings.
Yeah.
They're called petrified and rock and, everything except for what we see with our eyes. So it makes it so easy if you just use your eyes and open your mind, come in with your cup empty and absorb the information that's given and go from there and let all your schooling and everything you learn, leave that garbage behind.
Yeah.
All it does is incarcerate your mind and corrupts it. we're trying to
Basil says,
free
great
your
video,
mind.
James. Good shout.
Thank you. We're trying to free your mind and unleash the change that it has incarcerated your thought pattern by getting you to understand your reality and also understand the false narratives that have been plagued throughout that we all been cursed with.
Yeah.
Now we see these, I was thinking we see these all the time. Now, when you grow up, they tell you, the Atkins and stuff like that. But we see these everywhere. Like they had, I don't know what they use these for. If they use them for events, sporting events, whatever they use them for, they were doing that on big scale everywhere.
Yeah.
More than what we do now with our football teams and baseball teams and basketball teams. There's more of these than there are arenas.
Yeah.
I mean, these are everywhere. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. So whatever shows they were putting on, and we know the narrative. They're slaying people. You get all that junk out your mind. But yeah, there's a lot of activity going on. So that's how we know there was a lot of people here at one time, because this type of stuff here is seeding for a lot of people. And if there's no one hundreds of miles around, why would you have this everywhere?
But see, that's the thing, man. They call them what they call them. They tell us that they were for what they were. But then we look at what we're seeing, like this evidence James is showing. What they're calling seeding, what are those? Those are cooked out fucking block.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going all the way around, all the way down in the pattern that they are. Okay. This is tech.
Yeah.
Of some sort. This isn't for living.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Why are they going to build something like this to fucking slaughter people?
Yeah.
If you use your critical thinking, it just doesn't make sense.
No. And they're in everywhere you turn, there's one of these places, one of these arenas, or what do they call these things? Some type of arena or whatever they call it. They're everywhere. They're not just one or two of them. There's hundreds, if not thousands.
Odin's Beard says energy harvesters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
I agree, Odin's Beard. Very much, man.
Odin. We got the smartest crew out there. Smartest crew. The Eagle Eye crew is amongst the smartest.
Yeah.
All churned up brick right here.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Viscous. All these blocks here just swelled up, became viscous, ballooned out. Still got some smaller brick up here that doesn't even look like brick, but it looks more like some sort of a stone, but it's all brick. That's been X-factored. Back here, you see the melt back here coming down.
Yeah.
All this here churned up, and these here starting to all these ballooned up. Big balloon rock right here, guys. Huge.
Yeah, look at that. Deborah Watson says, James, I'm so glad you enjoy them. I take you all in my heart wherever I go. You're wonderful, Deborah.
Yeah, you are.
It's one love here in the nest, people.
Right here, we got all this once again, almost like the seating that we just seen in the little arena thing. All this here. What are they doing? Looking down this way.
Mm-hmm.
Leftover pocket of survival here. And all this melt down here. You can see it just how flat it is down here. How it just flowed and went down.
Yeah.
They melted down. Still got blocks. They tell you all this stuff is natural form. These blocks with 90-degree angles, and this may be too obvious. Maybe because it has this pocket of survival, but there's probably still a false narrative behind that. It's unconformity. Once again, you have this huge piece up here that just ballooned up, churned up. You got a doorway down here, an archway that goes to nothing. That's all filled out.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
And of course,
I can see her in about 5 years taking screenshots for you, James.
yeah, it helped me with this computer. Not in training right now.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
Big James in the house.
Yes, he is.
Here's another view of it. And once again, you have all these pieces of building. So all this is, when you see this around, it's all pieces of building that have separated from the main piece and X-factored and just laid out throughout. We see it all the time. It's just they're everywhere.
Is that right, Odin's Beard, with Deborah's Chan?
Once again, same thing. You got pieces of the building everywhere. And you have this pocket of survival. And all around, you got pieces of what used to be a huge building. Mega complex, huge building. And now you have this here. And look at these blocks on the side. Let me bump that up a little bit. Look how this spewing out. Look how big these are.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Sticking out. Just popped out. Boom, 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 boom. And a little bit here. You can climb all the way up into this aperture here, just from this. And look how these huge blocks here, they look like these here. And try and tell you how they lifted these.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
See the scorching. See the scorching around it. Huge blocks. Huge blocks. Huge block. All this here, all these bricks here. Compressed. Look how wide they are. They're thin and wide. Like almost like little tablets, paver stones, them stepping stones are so squared off and so flat. X factor.
Oh, wow.
Again, you see all this here, all this viscosity here, all eaten up here.
Yeah.
Viscous. Sitting down in his melt.
Wow. Wow.
And once again, another viscous mess. These blocks here just eating up. X factor, scorched. You can see the charges gone through, just pulverizing it, just cooking it. Reminds me of some of the examples we showed earlier. Other people put it in there with the melting of the rocks with the sun using the magnifier, and it starts bubbling up, starts looking like this before it starts melting.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful. You want to do some meltology with Papa? I think this might be the last pick, though.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Nope, we got another one. Don't got too many more to go. You don't want to do it? Yeah, you got this huge piece back here that's left over. Almost looks like a disc now. Sure, the rest of the building is gone on it. I just left this piece here all churned up. Very bricky. Everything else has blocked up. Huge blocks.
Wow.
Thank you.
Look at that.
And once again, you got down here, you have it's all churned up down here. Thank you, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
We see these remnants everywhere all the time. Leftover pieces of the melt, of the devastation.
Wow.
Remains of the X factor. Remnants. Once again, I believe this was Pompeii. If I'm not mistaken. very viscous. Once again, this whole place is viscous. Just about every block, every brick has been pulverized.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for there. Eagle Eye Crew.
There we go. Nice. Very nice, James.
Yeah, just a little quick little, something there. I hope you were able to take a break. It doesn't sound like you went to do your duties.
Oh no, I found a little remnants of coffee for me. I got me a little bowl hit here, got my vape, and just scanning the chats, just reading the chats.
Nice.
Dallas, excuse me, sorry. Jeremy Dallas Meltology. Thanks, James. Yeah, good stuff, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it rocking.
Yeah.
I got my hands a little tied up right now, guys. Sorry about that. It was, of course, it's my baby, so it's not a matter of not knowing, but I was bombarded, didn't know I was going to be watching her, but
she's Eagle Eye Crew, dude. She belongs here.
I got to do what I got to do. So,
hey.
But, she's learning the meltology. She got to know meltology before she knows how to talk.
Yeah. And you know what, Eagle Eye Crew, you all know this. We love and know our brother James here and baby Eagle there. And you know what? Here at Melted Red Brick University in the chill out zone with Spartan Red, we go out there and we beat our jobs to death every day too. We do. I go to work every morning. I'm up by 5 and I'm out the door by 6. And I crunch my day hard, and I get out of there tired and beaten, come home here and I scan evidence, and then we come on and we break it down. And James is the same way, man. He's out there and he's a lone wolfer, man. He's doing his thing. He's contracted, making his money. He's out meeting and greeting and working at the same time and raising baby Eagle and doing what he's doing as a man and as a dad and as a soldier, Eagle Eye soldier, man, Spartan soldier. We're out there. He's out there spreading the word and dedicating his time and energy to do this. And James, you're brilliant, man. You're brilliant.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, Eagle Eye Crew. Appreciate it.
Oh, you are meltology, man. And the way you break it down and the way you show your evidence and the evidence you come up with. I'm still trying to find some of these sites that you're on where you get this stuff, man. A lot of your picks are just wow. And, the crew sees it too. And it's just, just reinforcing and letting everybody know too that what it takes to do this. It's therapy for me, really. There's a lot to it. I get really stressed and aggravated. And a lot of the stuff that gets me stressed and aggravated is me not creating not doing the ability to put this out here for everybody. I want this to go well, very well. And I want to make sure that I, cross all my T's and dot all my I's to make sure it happens and learning it too. And then making it happen with the help of Spartan. Spartan, I know you're out there, brother. And I know you're watching, and I love you, man. The way you've been carrying me through this and helping me learn through tough love. It's not giving me nothing. I'm working for this. He set stuff up for me, to help here and there, but I'm pounding the groundwork on it and learning how to do it. And I'm getting better at it. I'm making mistakes here and there and stuff like that, but I'm learning. And this is what I'm putting out in myself to make this happen on my part. This message is so important for me.
Baby Eagle wanted to say bye to everyone. She's on her way out the door.
Bye, baby. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Oh, gosh, you're beautiful, man. Look at her. Look at her. It's about the innocence. That's why I do it. It's about the innocence. We were all innocent. We were all that age at one time. Whether you're a successful business person or you're a blue collar worker or you're laying in a gutter or in an alley trying to stay out of the weather and get some sleep. We were all there at that time. We're human beings. We're not cattle. We're not slaves. We're all divine, sovereign, and free. We're part of a bigger picture that we're trying to figure out and discover. We know the lies. We know the indoctrination. We're still living in it with those that don't see like us now. And that's why we're all here, because we feel it, and it's in our soul. And that's what's driving everybody here and breaking down this evidence and coming in every night with us. We want this world to be better. I'm tired of this. You're tired of this. I don't want my baby eagle, James's baby eagle, and your all's baby eagles to grow up in this bullshit that we've all had to grow up in and to deal with. This stuff has to change. And this is why this is so important, because this is the change. Meltology is the catalyst. The awakening of the mind is the catalyst.
If you got them, light them.
Yeah.
If the kids are gone, light them.
Yeah. Spark that herb, man. It opens up that wave. It helps you think better. It does me. It makes me focus. It really helps me focus. It gets rid of a lot of the clutter, the chat, the spam outside here that's so aggravating. But herb does that.
Yeah, it does.
Keeping it natural. I don't have much more evidence to show tonight, unless I break back into some stuff that I kind of showed before. I thought we were going to have some others in the stream tonight in the nest, but things happen. People can't get in. We know why. Everybody's working hard at what they're having to do, and we come in when we can. We go live into the nest when we can, and Spartan does that Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. I'm trying to fill in the gaps. We got James be filling in the gaps, and trying to keep this active every night. Nobody out there doing this,
right,
on the level that we're doing it. James Breeden, I love you too, dude. I love you, Dean. Love it, Dean. Tell the truth, my brother. Yeah. It's the only thing I really know how to do. I don't lie. I don't try to deceive anybody. I'm not selling anything. Neither is James, neither is Spartan, neither is anybody else that comes up here. Everything you're getting up here is free. The only price is your own cognitive ability to look at it.
Yeah.
That's easier said than done for some. But people come around, and it's great when they do, especially when you're a part of that. Love you too, Dervo C. Brilliant evidence that you've been posting. As always, keep them coming. Love you much. Stream's going to be out, people. If you ever want to grab the link, come in. We want to meet you. We want to greet you. We want to welcome you into the nest on the live stream. I said many times before, I've been at this for a little bit, followed some person, and then got a hold of Spartan, followed Jen for a while. You come up in here in the nest and you're breaking down Meltology, you're doing it with some heavy hitters in this field, the heaviest of hitters in this field. And it's a great feeling for me personally. I never thought I'd be up there with Spartan and Jen and Joachim. I mean, meeting people like Davros and Shipu and James and Mark and Valdez, it's just a great feeling. So I really encourage you, crew. Yeah. GJC says, yes, Dean, this place needs a new management. Makes me sick. Yeah, I agree, man.
Absolutely.
I don't even pay attention to the shit anymore. I don't let it distract me from what's important. Like Baby Eagle.
Yeah.
And this, I don't know, Quantum. How does anyone awake still work in this clown matrix? We have to.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. A little background on me, like I had stated, I go out and work a job. I try to get as many hours as I can because, they keep you down. They want you to make the money, but they really don't want you to make any money. They want to get the most out of you as they can for the cheapest they can get it for. So, a lot of us have to go out there and work really hard to make the chicken scratch we get. And I do that every day. I get 3 days off a week, but the days that I go in and beat it like that, it kills me, man. Because I got to. I don't have no choice. Right. But what I do is I make that job that I do, people don't like to do. I wash fucking dishes, people. I do. I'm not ashamed. I've been digging ditches, roofing houses, laboring, fucking collecting cans, bottles for gas. You name it, I've done it. And proud of it.
Yeah.
Proud of it. And I'm doing it now. And I can still do it. And I can do it better than half my age. So I become one with the challenge. And that's what this has really helped me do too, is taking on this challenge to push myself. And that's what I do in my work. I push myself. And I do what I do and I get out. And I know at the end of the day that I did what I do and I feel good about myself. And that's all I need, really is. I know I can come in here and, be with my family here and be who I am. I don't have to deal with the fake grin and the nonsensical agreement of the chatter conversation nonsense that's bombarding me all the time, all day. I can leave that at the door and come back in here and be me. So that's what I dig. Out here right now, I've got about a foot of snow.
Nice.
Yeah. Started a couple hours before the stream, or about an hour before the stream. Now we're up to a good 8 to 12 inches of snow out there here on the East Coast, and getting a little chilly. I'm glad I'm not up on the top of a mountain somewhere with fucking nothing. Yeah. Where's Mark? I don't know. Mark's probably with his fam. Doing what Mark does. When he comes in with the evidence, though, that's for sure. He's our boots on the ground, obviously. Our melted reality. Please like, share, and subscribe to Mark. Donate if you can.
Absolutely.
Are you looking for evidence, James?
I'm organizing it. I already have it. I figured, well, while you're doing house cleaning and stuff, I might as well put these in little order here.
Brilliant. Quantum.
I'm just about done.
Where do you work, Dean? Well, I'm not going to say the name, but I will tell you what I do. I sling fucking porcelain all day long, and I second is food prep. Where I work, we put out a lot for the trough, and the cattle come feeding every day. And, I'm part of that crew that makes that happen. And, it's great. I work with some good friends, and, we make it our own. We make it happen, and we have as much fun as we can while we do it. And, I get free coffee. So yeah, I'm down.
There you go.
So I'm good with that. But, it's not the best job in the world, and it's not the worst job in the world. But you know what it is? It's a job.
Pays the bills. Helps pays the bills.
Yep.
That's you know, that's important. Otherwise, you end up living on top of a melted building.
Yeah.
In the snow.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
But you know what? I can go in there and do that all day. And you know what? I'm not there. I'm there doing what I do, but at the same time, I'm not there because up here, I'm right here. I am. I'm thinking about meltology. I'm thinking about the university. I'm thinking about the evidence. I'm thinking about you guys. You know, I can't wait to get back here and hang out with y'all, man. And you know, my day goes like that most of the time. I mean, I move when I'm working. Most people stay out of my way. They just come and throw the dishes at me and take off. But I'm moving. I'm stacking. I'm doing what I do fast, and they don't get in my way because that's how I am. But you know, I leave with them going, "Holy shit! I can't wait for him to come back." But you know, I make it my own. Right. Thank you very much, Fally. Love you too, hon. Beautiful, said Dean.
I'm ready to jump back into the evidence whenever you're ready to go.
Shut the fuck up. I'm good.
Oh no, you keep on going. I just want to let you know I'm done on my end. We got, you know,
right.
Baby Eagle is gone. Right. And, hey, it's early where I'm at.
Well, I'll tell you what, crew. I'm going to do this. There you go, James. I'm going to let you do your thing. Pop up some evidence. I'm going to go see Baby Eagle for a second, and then I'm going to be right back.
All right.
He's right outside my door, but I'm going to wait till you're up and running and doing this. Mods in the group, please keep an eye on the chat. I'll be right back. I'm going to mute myself because here comes that fucking train. So you good, James?
I'm in. I'm good.
All right. I can hear you. You're on.
Perfect. So I'm going to go over some pics that I posted, I don't know what, 2 months ago, over at Stockholm substation. This is the inside of a melted building. These are the rooms, the apertures that are below ground when we see the pockets of survival. And below that, we got a whole substation going on, the underworld. Once again, same place, and you see they put this paint up here to kind of throw your eye off of what you're looking at. But what you're looking at is the inside of a melted building, what they're calling a cave system, or what we refer to as a cave system when we grow up. We don't know the difference. They don't teach us that this is the inside of a building. But you can see by the way the ceiling is that nobody would go in here and do work and leave the walls like this and making something like this. But this would be so much work to try to fix this thing up. They just left it like this. Just a mess. Okay. Another part of the station. The walls, the ceiling's painted, the walls are painted. And we're going to get through some good pictures here. Just getting through all the names here of these different parts of the station so you can identify them. But once again, you see all this melt on both sides here. And they've, of course, added the escalators to get in. Added some electrical. And then repurposed this tunnel system, this inside of a building system, turn it into a tunneling system for the train. And once again, still looking at the same thing, another part of the station. And once again, you got all this melt on both sides. You got this huge pillar right here inside of the melt up here. This here melted down, closing in this aperture, this underground aperture, which is nothing more than the inside of a building at the time of this building being erected. And after the X factor, this is what you get: the melt coming down and starting to melt over the stanchion, this pillar here. And more of the same pick. See in the back, it looks like mortar dripping down back here. See something dripping. Once again, you see this here all buckled. Just looks just like on the outside of the buildings. Been damaged, scorched, melted, all of the above. This is the same thing inside. And this is the reason why we look the other way when we talk about using plasma energy, some type of a ray gun or whatever. Well, the problem is that we have the same on the inside as the outside, so that would go against the notion that this was done by an event from the outside, by an attack on the outside, because the inside is just as bad. And most of the time there is no inside because it closes up where you just have the face on the outside and there is no inside, or there's very little inside. Once again, they just created this pattern, painted, and it takes your eye off of what's really going on and asking yourself, how the hell did they build this? Once again, you have the system here that they've installed. Your electrical line is on the outside because, it's going to be hard to get it in. And all this here is just all swelled up, expanded out. Starts expanding, and here it stopped. It didn't engulf the whole system. Very bricky. At this wall back here, let me zoom that in. You got all this brick wall back here left over. All this viscousness up here. You see the ceiling was just hot and melting. You don't have your stalactites and your stalagmites, so it wasn't drippy like some of them we see, but it was enough to change everything and start melting it down. But still left this pocket of survival back here. More of the same mess. See, no one came in here and cut this out and then cut a 30-foot ceiling or 50-foot ceiling, however tall this is, and it's left it like this, uneven, and but yet put in a nice 90-degree line here. See, these are just walls you just pop up over. This here, there's nothing you can do with this. Leave it natural.
Clearly melt.
Look at that. Pillar is melted all the way down. Look at that. And they repurpose this and reuse it, and people don't even realize what it is, because they're told a different narrative that the people came out and dug this up.
Hey, James.
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing arch, top of the pick. I see two apertures with the column going up in the middle, and then right down below it, I see another arch kind of aperture melting in.
Where you at?
At the top of the ceiling, center pick, very top.
Over here?
Yeah, see those two apertures right there?
Here and here?
1, 2, yep. And then you drop down below, right below it, and you see kind of like an archy aperture. You see that dark aperture right below, and that big Big block coming out to the left.
Over here, right here.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Look at that.
And it looks like they're facing down into the melt, of course.
Nice,
and then just to the right of that, I see another brick block kind of pattern, like just off that last aperture you were at, just on now bump to the right, just a bump right there, circle down. All of that right there. See that? And then the piece below it is another same pattern, but then you got that melt in the middle of it.
Nice. All right, Dean. Dean the machine, keeping it clean. Good eye. Now this is over Frederick's neck of the woods, or where he used to live. I'm not sure if he. I think he said he used to ride this station, or he lived near it at one point.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
That shit in there. I don't know what these pieces are. Chunky pieces, but they have little pieces on them, so I don't know what this. This is something that they looks like it's in the melt, so it's hard to tell what the hell this is.
They're right angle for sure. They're block,
and they're all over. So I don't know what these little things are, but they are everywhere.
They're in the melt. They're just blocks popping out. Wow.
Scorched, not painted. Yeah, it looks like maybe blocks, chunks of block, but it's hard to tell. I mean, it's very weird the way they're two here, sporadic.
But you look at the weld on them. Go to one of them, and then look back at where it touches the melt from coming up from behind it, and look at the weld, and follow it all the way around it, and you can see it just setting in it. Just
yeah.
Look at the texture on that. That was so fucking visible.
It's definitely in the melt. Definitely in the melt.
Wild. And it's in a row pattern.
Yeah.
You follow it all the way back along that top. And it circles that way.
Not really sure what that's all about.
Yeah.
Let's carry on. Look how warped up this fucking thing is. Look at this shit.
Wow, man.
Look at this shite. Look at this ramp? What's going on with this thing? This looks like a doorway right here. It's all warped up.
Yeah.
It's all warped up.
Dervo C, love these too. And I bet those elevator stair things and the trains were found. Oh, yeah. You know it, Derv. You know it.
Yes. Repurpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it and reuse it and call it their own.
Yeah.
And you see these statues here, they look like they're in the melt.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell if these were added or these were part of the original. I think they are part of the original because you see this stuff that's in here. It doesn't look like it's been added. It looks like it was here and it's part of the melt. You look at this that is mounted onto this these blocks back here. There's been melted. This one still has a big block. This is all melt. But this is also in the same place. And this definitely looks like it's melted into the actual wall.
Yeah. Can you hold on that pig just a second? Tighten up just a minute. Okay.
Yes, sir. It gives me time to bump one.
Yeah, buddy. I'm going to pick this thing apart. Let's do this, crew. All right. We're going to the left side of the pig all the way. We're just going to follow the melt in. We see all that cooked out charring coming in. We'll see some line vertical a little bit going across. Then we got the chick right there with no legs. Okay. She's in the melt. I'm looking down through that crack right off her right off the right arm. I'm looking through there and I'm seeing that melt around that dark turning in there. Yeah.
You're right here, Dean?
Yeah.
So Dean's right here right now, guys.
Yep, that's exactly where I'm at. And see that right there? So that's hooked on back behind. It's expanding out. That's the facade. That's the old texture across. Then we got that mangled mess right in the middle. Heat transition's different. Coming down, you can see it dripping right in the middle, that white flow coming down and separating. Is that heat? I mean, that's heat. That's heat differential. Is that the energy flow line coming through there? Because look how that drops down into that red stuff.
Are you right here, Dean? Right where
yes,
I'm at?
sir. I sure am. Yeah, right there.
We're following you. We're following you.
So we got, that pic I showed on that cliff yesterday where that white line went all the way down. That's kind of the same. What I'm seeing is the way the energy, the heat, the colors telling me the way this went. So, So just following across to the dude, he's just as cooked out as the chick.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
The mount around him, everything around him looks like it's embedded.
Can you tighten in real close to his back? Just looking at that melt right there. Viscous around him very much. In the lower right, you can see the melt and hold. Okay. Okay, you can pan out. Brilliant. Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Eagle Eye Crew.
That's crazy. And then it just follows the same kind of pattern down.
Come out and hang out, have a good time.
That's original.
Pictures, smoke one, pass it around.
Yeah.
Chop it up, have a good time.
That's original, dude.
Stir it up in the chat. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying that's original, man. Like you were saying. What do you think, crew? Original or not?
I know statues there. Yeah, they look like they're embedded, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely out of place. I mean, to throw them up there, But once you have one, you throw it up, then you decorate around to make it look as if it was intentional. And all this stuff here, they didn't have time. They said, no, we don't have that kind of budget to just leave this shit like it is.
Yeah.
They could have put drywall and kind of like this, brought it out here, false wall, but no, that's too much work. Use what they have.
Yeah.
Use what you have. Oops, wrong way. Sorry about that. More melt. And you got this wall back here. Let me bump that in some. You see the texture on this here as it melted. Is that rough texture? Everything's flowing down and it's getting real rough. And still got these chunks on this one as well. It might just be remnants of brick. Might be some of those chunky mashed potatoes again.
Yeah.
Picture of it. And this up here. The staining going on.
Yeah.
It's all X factored. You see the cut line still in here from the bricks. Turn into block. Turn into rock. X factored. Just throw some color on the ground and keep your eye off of this so you don't ask questions. Good illusions. Good illusions. Huge opening. Huge place down here. More of this stuff here. This one could have been added. You never know. Although it does look like it's part of the melt back here.
Mark says the one in Hawaii is 32,000, I think, from seafloor up. Mark, there you are. The link's out there. All you got to do is grab it. One love, brother.
One love, Mark. Our melted reality.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe if you have not.
Make sure that he's not trying to get in yet. Okay.
Got these block lines, cut lines. You got this piece here. This is still in the melt.
Mm-hmm.
Still got this angle on it. All this melt in the background here. All this here. Melted, turned up.
Good eyes, GJC.
Let me turn this TV off. I'm sorry about that. Shit.
You guys in the chat are awesome, man. Quantum.
Oh.
Right on. Oh, okay. Mark says, one love y'all, just back for a bit, cooking dinner. Damn it. What you cooking?
You lucky, Mark. Yeah, really. What you cooking, man? I'm hungry. I like tacos. They put these polka dotted stuff up here once again to throw your eyes off of what's really going on up here. These flower leaves or plant leaves. So you don't question it of what the hell is this? What did you guys do here? Huge place. Yeah, something over here, some big statue.
Quantum asks, our melted reality, do you know how many melted buildings are over 23,000 feet? Brilliant question.
Yeah, it is. And look at this shit. You big old, why is this here? Big old rock, all this shit here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't get rid of it. It's all welded. It's fused in. It's part of the structure. They had to bring a wrecking crew over here with the jackhammer all day just to get rid of this. So make it part of the exhibit. Make it look like we did it.
Mm-hmm. Mark says, Mark says, I don't know. Let's find out, crew. Let's do some research. Bring it back later in the nest soon.
Yeah. It looks like this one here is missing the column coming down. So either they had to get rid of it in order to put this door in to make room for what they were doing, or it was lost in the X factor.
Yeah. These
dirty bastards probably destroyed it.
Our melted reality says 420.
420. Time to smoke. So this is the reason why we know this is all leftover remnants, because you would never build this at the time and then get rid of this for this. It would all be in the original plans, not an afterthought.
Yeah.
You got original and you have added onto it. Stucco plaster over here. Filling in the pieces.
Quantum.
Hey, you jackass, go back. Sorry about that, guys.
Same as the number of chakras we all have. Meditate. Yes.
Open up the chakras. Release your mind. Open up them chakras and see who you are. Get your
Deborah.
divine in.
Holy smokes, Quantum.
Yes,
no.
All the answers lie within. That's right.
Yes.
You got to clear them chakras first, though. They're plugged up and not flowing. Deliberately plugged up.
Quantum says exactly, James.
I didn't know what the fuck a chakra was till I was damn near 50 years old. What the fuck's a chakra? They don't teach you that. No wonder why my body's all jacked up. Wrong frequencies. Start meditating and get to know who you are. Got to meditate. Got to be able to meditate. All this here churned up, viscous, but you can still see the cut lines on this roof. So I was zooming in on, see those brick lines.
Quantum says 23,000 feet equals 108 buildings.
108 buildings.
Can't wait to break that down with you, Quantum.
Yeah.
Grab the chat soon, or grab the link soon. Come on in. Fly on in.
Yes. Come on in, Quantum.
Yeah. You're right, Quantum. Knowledge is power.
Yes. And that's what they keep from us is the knowledge. They don't want us to have the knowledge. They'd rather give you the money. They know if you don't have the power, you're too dumb. You get the money, you spend it. No matter how much you get, you spend it. Look at all these retards to get the win the lottery and you know win 30, 20, 30, 40, $50 million and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking next year they're broke.
Yeah.
2 years they're fucking broke. I had a good time. I'll do it again. You fucking dumb fuck. Are you serious? It's insane.
It is.
They don't care about the money because they know you're going to give it right back because you're not educated. Most people don't have the education for it to handle the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to give it a try.
No doubt, right?
How can be the next success story or the one say, well, shit, I blew mine too, but I had fun. No, I think with my age, I wouldn't do that. Oh, no. But when you're young, hey, it's a whole different ball game.
But always, yeah, you're right there.
In here.
Wow.
This side. And all this here. All this mangled stuff. Now, some of it they might have to come cut out the way, break, pull a jackhammer out and break it just to get this, everything the way they're doing stuff. But for the most part, they're not touching none of this because this Julio will be up here all month. Talking about I quit.
If you look at that right side and you see the bottom of the pick, the floor, the pattern, yeah, you follow that and just bump up slowly to the yellow black line up top a bit, up the wall.
Oh,
yeah, right there. You follow that all the way down, one side to the other, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then back.
Mm-hmm.
And all that you just covered, you look up, you bump up, start bumping up now, and you see all this. All the way, all that up that follows up there. And you see that statue in the back.
Uh-huh.
Right there. Okay. You look at the bulge coming out from the top. See that expanding out that way?
This?
Yeah, that whole bulge where that C14 pack stuff is right there, where that wall comes down and meets the statue.
Over
and
here.
All that block in there. Yeah. See all that? That's still got the red brick in it, the block, and it's getting cooked and pushed out. You see that material that goes to the right of it? It's expanding. No, back to the right where the cooked out mess is. To the right, to the right, to the right. Yeah, that stuff. Yeah. That's all expanding. Yeah, it's cooked out and hotter, and it's pushing all that and expanding out. That was recessed back there, and all that's getting pushed out and shoved forward. You can see that aperture down to the just down a little bit more, your arrow. Yeah, that aperture right there, circle there. Yeah, right above there. Yeah, see how that square is getting pushed out right there, and that mess is coming forward. So that tells me that was recessed back in there. That statue was on the entrance there. That shit's getting shoved forward and coming out behind that statue. It shows it in the bulge right there.
Right. Good observation, Dean.
Thanks, bro. Nice. Thank you for letting me hang out and look at that for a minute.
Oh yeah, shit. That's what we do. Break it down. Break it down. Absolutely. Another entrance. Huge place. That concludes the sub division.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, the underground inside of the dwelling.
Nice. Love it. Brilliant. As always. Let's look at the chat here a little bit, man.
Yeah,
see
I'm
what's
looking at it
going
right
on.
now.
You guys are all over it. Chief Joseph, Quantum, James Breed, Odin's Beard, Jeremy Dallas, Meltology, Knowledge, GJC. Let's see, Meltification Monsters. Have one love, Chief. Knowledge, nice, James.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Let's see here. I didn't get a pick of the day in today. I forgot. Sorry about that. But I hope I covered some stuff.
I had downloaded Evaldes had sent me a pic, and I was gonna display it, but then I seen he put it on, he posted it. So he didn't ask me to display it, but I figured I'll go ahead and throw that up there. You know, it's a nice pic. But then I seen he displayed it up there. So
yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it, Quantum? You should climb Everest together. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be one.
Yeah. Deborah Watson, love you too. Good night. Good night, darling.
Good night,
Chief
Deborah.
Joseph.
One love.
Yes. Eagle Eye crew all the way. Eagle Eye soldier right here. Chief Joseph, sea level, he says. It always is that, Chief. We know that. It's flat and level and sea level. That's why they call it that. What else? We got great evidence, James. Big Jimmy.
Big James.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Big James in the house.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see Quantum or Evaldes. Yeah, we'll get Evaldes back in. What else do we got going on here?
Yeah, Evaldes needs to come in, but it's late for him over there. And you know, we know he's young and likes to do his thing. So, you know, one love, brother.
Oh, hold on a minute. Dervo C. James, any chance of going back to the second last image on that presentation? Please print out the blue light. Derv, I'm sorry I missed that. My apologies. We don't know what pic you're talking about. Do you know, James?
The second last image of that presentation, I don't know, but I go back. Let me see.
This is what we do in the Eli crew. We love you. And we will do this.
Boom.
Thank you, Derv.
Boom.
Night, Chief Joseph.
Second to the last. Maybe this one here.
Is that the one, Derv?
It's not up yet for you. There we go.
Is that the one, Derv? I'm going to take a look at it real quick.
Waiting for the response back, and if this ain't it, I'll click back. No, okay.
Okay.
Next one.
There's only a couple with the.
This is the next one back, and if this ain't up, I'll go 2 forward.
Next one, please.
Yeah, I went to the next one.
Okay.
Point out the, let me say,
the blue light.
the blue light. Okay, what were we looking at?
The only thing close to blue I'm seeing is up top.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't see anything blue there.
No.
This is the last one. So
there was one there I saw kind of like a blue light in the top right corner of the pic. Keep going.
So this one has the blue light right here, but this wasn't it,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I might have been, but
One there,
this
one
one I
here.
saw was a darker blue light coming from the top right corner.
That one was not it. It's just the same blue light right there. A little, I don't know, probably want to zap a fly or something.
Excuse
the
me.
one with the statue and that Dean wanted to check out. Oh, okay. All right. The one with the statue.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Derf.
So let's go back to statue. This wasn't it. This was not it.
No. No.
No, that had to be it. That's it. I'm almost
Well, it was on the right side of the pic.
Got to the ones with the name, so
yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Was that no?
Well, this is the one with the statue. We were,
Well, there was that one with the walkway, and the statue was on the right. And I was talking about the building coming out from behind it and bulging out.
It said this one. Is it this one here?
Okay.
I don't know if they're talking about this one or one before I switched.
We'll lock it down here, Derv. Is this the one?
No, near the end. Damn it.
We flicked through quick. I'm sorry I didn't catch that chat. I should have been more up on that.
No, near the end. Yes, Dean, that one. Okay, which one?
Yes, Dean, that one. Near the end.
Well, there's no statue in this, so
I'm looking for that one that you let me key in on. Then it was on the right side of the pic as that pathway went down. There was the left side and then the right side, and there was that one statue kind of tucked in.
That was this one here.
No, because that's the one with the lady on it. We covered that one way before this last one that I looked at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, click forward a few more on that. Nope.
Didn't go through this one.
I'm looking at the. Nope. Laugh out loud in the chat. Yeah, that's what we do. In the Eli crew, we laugh. We laugh our ass off. And we break down solid fucking evidence too.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. This is how we're gonna find it. Okay, we're gonna go by number. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Which one out of 26? It said 2.
Wow. We'll wrap this up real quick. 2. Dervo C says 2.
Well, that was the second one. It was 1, 2.
Fuck. What was that?
This is the one that
okay. There you go, Derv.
Here. Okay. Thank you.
That's the blue light in the right corner that I was thinking about. Yeah.
Okay. So now where are we going at?
Oh, that's the one you showed first off, James. Yeah. Okay.
Blue squiggly light with statue right here. Yes.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. So what are we going to? What was the question here? What?
To zoom in on it. And to screenshot it? Is that right, Derv? or to
point out the blue light.
Go to the blue light. Okay. I see lines. I see a straight line coming off the top, and then you go to the middle of it and follow it out, and I see another cut line, and then down right below to the bottom part, you see another cut line going through. They match up with the scorching on the outside to a point. If you look down along the ridge at the bottom where it meets that wall, I see an arch feature. What do you see, Derv? The blue light, squiggly lights. What about them, Derv? Do you see something we want to focus in on more? Let's see. As it goes up, it's bulging out and causing that kind of angled effect up. Expanding out across. Do you see that? Okay, yeah, that's it right there. That's all expanding out. Yeah, that is the one that I was talking about, James. There's the statue at the end. Yeah.
The bulb.
Mm-hmm. That appears to me like it was recessed back when it was all bricked out and pristine. It looks like it was it angled to where you could walk back through that way. That statue was out more of the forefront.
Uh-huh.
And that up to the right of it is coming out and expanding out. You can see it at the top making that bulge coming out the top. Right. C14, that wall to behind the statue, you follow that up. And you see the brick line coming up off of that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's got that material coming up behind it. There's that expansion. Is that corner piece there keeping that to where it makes that bulge out on that right side as it's expanding out? Because see how it's coming in, wrapping, pushing tighter against the back of the statue? Right, it's pushing it, but it's bulging out more on that one side. Right. And kind of like rot coming over as a rock curtaining to that pattern off to the right, which is a mosaic kind of stuff. It's pushing that out too. Is that right, Derv? We covered it for you. One love. Thank you, Derv OC. Thank you, James. Absolutely. Thank you, brother, very much.
Absolutely.
We just figured out a way to go back for you, Eagle Eye Crew. When you see something in there in the pics, we'll count them out for you. So like if I got 50 pics, you know what number it is. James got how many picks, Spartan, whoever's got what number it is. That way you can let us know if you want to go spot on with us on something. So that was cool shit right there.
Yeah.
Fabulous
Absolutely.
Evidence, James.
Thank you, sir. You know what we do for the Eagle Eye Crew, for the family, one love.
Yeah.
Blessings to everybody.
Awesome stuff. Let me cover some chat in here. There's a language here I don't understand. I don't know if it's anything computer-wise that shouldn't be here. Crew, let me know. What is that? Do I need to get rid of it? Quantum bear trap, red bricks, bulge, yes. Quantum is in the nest. The electrical lamps at the lower. Okay, thanks, boys. The blue lights, squiggly lights. Yeah, Dervo C. We covered that stuff. All right. There's a lot of chat going on tonight, crew. Chief's been in the house. Quantum's been in the house. Big James in the house. Dervo C in the nest. Everybody in the nest. It's not a house. It's a fucking nest.
Yeah, bro.
Fervent Heat. Get it straight, motherfucker. Let's see, Fally, everybody. If I haven't caught you, James, if you want to throw some out there, let's do it.
I think the only one we didn't give there was was that Eli? Who was that earlier?
Eli, was he in? Yeah, Eli's been here. If you're probably still here, right, Eli?
Because we didn't give him a shout out. I believe he was in there because I'm trying to find him up here.
Let me see what I got here.
Yeah, I was in at 435. Shout out to you.
Yes.
Big Al.
Yeah, Big Al. All our love to Young Love 4020. Thank you, Jen, for letting us know how she's doing.
Yes, yes.
Hope to hear more soon, but one love and rest, hon. Odin, James Breeden. Yeah, many in the nest tonight. Thank you all, Eagle Eye crew. Anybody new still hanging out with us, not chatting? This is Melted Red Brick University. This is the chill out zone. Spartan Red, Fervent Heat, James, Meltology, Mark, our Melted Reality. Please like, share, and subscribe to the university and to our Melted Reality. Mark's boots on the ground. He's always there. He's always got stuff. I saw you in the chat tonight, Mark. Shout out to you, brother.
Yes.
Can't wait to have you in here. Oh, we got another couple of new comments. Let me see what we got going on first. Those lights were cool. I don't know how they were powered. Yeah, good question. Fally, good to see you in the nest tonight, hon.
Biologist.
Botologist, yes. Yoakum, like, share, and subscribe. The Tartarian Meltdown.
Watch the documentary.
Exactly. He breaks it down for you. Nice, easy, calm way. Presents it well. The proof is there. He shows you. It's obvious.
Very easy to follow and understand, and come out with the knowledge of what's going on and how to be able to determine the different language used in meltology and keep you up with everyone else.
Yeah. We all learn together. That's for sure. Anybody else out there we missed tonight? Show bit be lit, no cap. Quantum Bear Trap says, Quantum brother, one love to you. Thank you much. It's how we like to do it. We don't like to let that go out, and we won't let that go out. And there's times where we got to kind of like spark a little bit, but we try to keep it consistent every night. And it's all about the evidence, and it's also all about the knowledge. We can show you pictures all day long, but if there's no content behind that, we're just another sightseeing group.
Yeah, another gallery.
Yeah.
Anybody new who just chimed in and this is your first time here, make sure you sign up with the group. Come on through Melted Brick University. We also have Mountains Are Melted Red Bricks. Two great forums you can get on and look at the evidence and present your own evidence and learn meltology. Both groups have great people in them to help you get through meltology.
Yeah. Sharing is caring. Odin's beard. Yeah, it is. GJC, thank you. One love to you. It's all about you guys in the crew and all about the message, but first and foremost, you guys here in the nest. That's why I do it. Of course, the youth, the baby eagles and all that, but us too, this is our release. This is our go-to, if you might say. This is our bug out shelter, if you will.
Right.
But it's ours. And, we treat it with respect, and we demand that of everybody that comes in, because that's how we treat each other. And you guys prove that every night in your comments. The crew is lit up with intelligent breakdown of what we're seeing. The eagerness to go back and see stuff again, like we did for y'all tonight, with Derv. That's what we're about. It's educate. We don't hate here. And, that's how we grow fast, and that's how we grow and fly above everybody else as far as this topic. We're kind of like the taboo crew, if you will. We're the Eagle Eye crew. And, we can get slandered. We can get called this, that all day long. We know what's up. It don't affect me, and I know it don't affect you. It's aggravating. Yeah, it's silly. It's stupid. It's childish. It's also indoctrination, as we pointed out before. And it's a mental attack. And, we have to, understand that, keep our sanity about it. That's how we get our message out. We can't do that if we're all going crazy and killing each other. So, so we got to be the level ones in the headspace here. And we are. So anyway, one love to y'all. I went through the house cleaning. I think I got everybody. Of course, Melted Red Brick University. This is the chill out zone. Please like, share, and subscribe. Donate if you can, of course. Mark, Jen, Shapu, 420, Young Love, 420, Davros, Valdez, Fred, everybody. Yeah, Chief.
Deborah.
Yeah, Deborah, Nicole, please. Anybody hear from Nicole? Let's see what's going on. We miss her. Love her very much. Mods missed one. Hammers up. Woo! Fally. Yeah, what's going on here, Mods? Fally's on it. Mods missed one. Nice, Fally in the nest. She's on it. Take care of that problem for sure. But wow, man, where are we at? 9/11. Woo. That's odd. We're going to go.
I know it's only 6/11 over here.
Yeah. Well, okay, it's 9/12 now. I don't know if that makes any fucking difference or not, but
it does in my book. It's like at work when you're looking at the clock and it's time to go. That 1 minute makes a big difference.
Oh man. Okay, the chat's still tearing it up. Carol Quigley, nice to see you, Carol. Oh, I didn't get the notice. I thought you just started. No, we've been in since 5:30 my time. Holy shit, 4.5 hours almost. You can catch us on the rerun. It's the same thing, but just not live. We go through the evidence. You can break it down with us, and that's why we come on every night, man. You miss one, you can get it. You don't have to wait a day. It's there. It's continuous.
We should be on tomorrow.
Yes, Spartan will be
see it live tomorrow, hosted by the one and only Spartan. Make sure you chime in tomorrow. About 4 hours from now. You're about 4 hours late. So I don't know where you're at. Otherwise, I would tell you the time. But my time is California time is 3:30, 2:30 my time.
Okay.
5:30 your time, Dean, right?
Yeah.
Is that when we started?
Yes, exactly.
5:30 your time? Yeah. So depending on you, the East Coast,
and
West
I rolled
Coast,
this. Yeah. It's the UK time. It's the UK time. United Kingdom
That's
time.
really going to get you confused.
PM. And Spartan, he puts this out and has continually put it out. And I'm learning how to do this. I'm coming in. I set it up today. I rolled this joint and we lit it, and I smoked it, and I'm feeling good. And I know you are too.
I'm still smoking it.
But I know that I won't get into the specifics about it, but I know I did everything right because of but I was also I'm a new techie kind of guy. These things happen sometimes. I don't know. You enter these streams and they do with some things sometimes. So I don't know. But if the link went out wrong as far as the time frame, in whatever way you caught it, I apologize. But that won't happen tomorrow. Spartan's going to be in the nest. He's going to be at the helm. He's going to be flying it, and we're going to be there with him. And we got memes coming on, so get ready.
The mermaids.
Yeah, the mermaids.
And we already know they're off the chart. So get your screenshot ready.
You're welcome, Dervo C. Love you too. very much.
Much
And you're
love.
welcome. Yeah.
Absolutely. You are more than welcome.
All right. Well, I'm going to make sure that bases are covered. House cleaning's done. We went through the chat. Love y'all if you know it. James, dude, thank you, brother.
Thank you, my man. We
for
rocked
everything.
it once again. You know, the last one was New Year's. We rocked it.
Yeah.
And here we are again.
Yeah. And it's going to happen a lot more, you know. James will be at the helm soon, I'm sure, too, sometime soon. Others will be at the helm, too, sometime soon. We'll all be in the nest together sometime soon. Tomorrow night, who knows who's going to show? I know I'll be there, and I know James will be there, and I know there's a few other people that will be there. The link will go out correctly, of course. Spartan's rolling this one. And if it's out there, grab it. You know, we've got, as I'm aware of, 10 slots in the link that we can do. So that's a good number. You know, what was it? There was one night we had like 8. Wasn't there 8 or 10? Or we had the whole house in, didn't we? The whole nest?
We had about 8, 7 or 8. It was a lot of us.
Yeah. Because we had Davros, Valdez, Joachim was in. Everybody was there. I think Jen even come in.
Ara may have been in. I think there was a female in there.
Yeah. We had a few for sure. So, you know, but the thing about that is, you know, somebody flies in and then somebody's got to fly out. That's a slot open.
Yeah.
You know, so things can happen like that. So if you got the tech and you're up and you want to take yourself to a new level here, you know, as far as coming in and being in the nest and showing your stuff and then flying out and, you know, learning how to do that. I'm not the most tech savvy guy in the world. Obviously. Fucking obviously, man. But here I am and I'm doing what I'm doing. And I know y'all are more tech savvy than me. So I know you can come in here and just rock it. I know.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't wait to
close out the show. Yeah. The Eagle Eye crew is one of a kind, smart, intelligent.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and any ideas you guys got? What's that?
No, I said they have the thirst. They're thirsty for that knowledge. They got
exactly.
Yeah, Eagle Eye crew. We don't mess around.
No, we don't, man. Always searching for evidence for sure. But I'm going to break it down tonight, James. I'm going to end it out here.
Sounds good. Sounds
good. A real good time. Yeah. Eagle Eye crew, one love. I love you. I'm going to click you out here, James, on
tomorrow,
this side.
Guys and girls.
Yeah. Should have done that before. I think that's a better picture, isn't it? See, I'm learning. Nice. Truth Bear, life is good. Always live in the moment. Yeah. Quantum fire. Yeah. Yeah, you guys know. Love you too, Durf. All right. One love, everybody.
That's good. I like ribeyes.
Oh, man. Yeah. All right. We're going to fly out of here. Close it out. James, love you. Thank you much.
Much love, brother.
Martin, love you. See you tomorrow night, or be talking to you tomorrow morning. Anything, James, you want to drop real quick?
No, just, hey, thank you guys for taking the time out of your schedules. We know the importance of everyone's different schedules, and for you to take the time out and hang out with us, it's always an honor and a pleasure. Showing the love, and we try to show the love back. So the family always comes through, and you guys are family. Love you guys, and you guys just remain being safe and keep getting that information. And look forward to having another chat and breaking down evidence with the Eagle Eye crew and everyone else who was able to chime in and check this out. If it's your first time, we really hope you enjoy what you've seen and you get that thirst for the truth in Meltology, and you come back again. Like Dean said, we're here almost every day. It has slowed down a little bit. It was an everyday thing, and things change a little bit, so we slowed it down a little bit. But the Meltology format is still there. We're still giving out the information, still laying it down on a regular basis, breaking down the evidence. So for all you new people who joined in, call your friends, call your cousin, your girlfriend, your baby mama. Tell them about us. Come over and check it out and share the experience. It's for everyone to enjoy and learn from and have this experience. So one love to everyone. Dean Magnifico, like always, breaking down the machine, Dean the machine, and picking up that slack and bringing it in and having this format tonight.
All right.
Dean has picked up a lot of the slack, and if it wasn't for that, we'd be sitting around just looking for Meltology. So it gets a little lonely when you're hooked on it and you want to see it. So good show, Dean.
Thank you. Thank you.
The crew, good show, everyone. Great questions out there, like always. Stay vigilant, my friends.
Oh yeah. Right on,
one love.
Well said, dude.
Thank you, sir.
One love. All right, man. Everybody, I'm out. Spartan Red, thanks again. Love you much.
Spartan, please like, share, and subscribe.
That right there. That's it. Fervent Heat.
That's it. Push that button. Mash it. Don't be bashful.